There we go.
Hi.
What's up? Oh, what's up, boys?
There we go. How's it going?
Listen,
How you been?
our mic stand literally just fell.
Broke his mic.
So, like, I went to go talk, and it was just like,
What's wrong with this audio? Hold
we're
on.
fixing that. Probably. That's what's happening. Can you hear us?
Hold on.
Yeah, you cutting in and out a bit. It doesn't sound like an internet connection. It sounds like a microphone or a cable connection.
Okay.
I'm hearing everything twice. Hold on. What's going on here? Why am I hearing everything twice?
That me? Okay. Good.
Might drop the. Can y'all hear me or no?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Oh, why am I hearing myself twice? Very strange.
Get some screaming overhead. Yeah, you have to get out first.
Oh, I know why. There we go.
The joys of doing it live.
Yeah, first time. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, we are live on Instagram. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. Instagram viewers, just so you know, it cuts out at 1 hour. So at 1 hour, it will go away. You'll have to go to YouTube. We should be able to have all comments coming through whenever people start making comments. And we're good to go.
Nice.
Gentlemen, how in the heck are you?
There we go. Sounds a little better.
Beautiful. There you go.
Ready?
Better?
I'm back.
Oh, man. What is up, guys?
What's going on? How are y'all?
Good, man. Good. It's good to see you, boys. I missed your pretty faces.
Well, we
Yeah,
missed
they are
you.
pretty. I
We
cheat
missed
the
y'all.
system sometimes, and just when I listen to your podcast now, I watch it on YouTube, so I can still see your pretty faces.
Oh,
Which experience do you prefer?
Honestly, I like the YouTube experience. It's nice for me because I'm working at home and I got the TV up, and I literally can't find anything to watch anyways. So it's just like throw a podcast up. I'm gonna listen to it anyways. Watch something,
Right.
I like it. I'm a
Yeah.
Spotify guy.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, sorry.
I just don't listen to podcasts on my phone anymore like I used to.
Right.
I don't get the drive time.
The drive time. That's true.
That's one
That is
thing that we
important.
learned doing this. Like we did an audio only podcast for like 100 episodes, I'd guess. And then we started doing video, and it's really hard to convert audio listeners to video. So like the YouTube page doesn't do very well compared to the audio downloads. But
Right.
hey, thanks, Chip. Appreciate that. But yeah, it's fun. The video part of it's kind of cool because it's like it takes time to figure out how to do it correctly, and then you got to put up, fancy decorations and stuff behind you and reorganize your office. So it's
100%. Yeah. I'm like, look at these guys. They have neat houses, like these beautiful, if it were me, I'd have one corner cleared out and that would be it. And I'd be looking at the back of it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're in the garage. You can look out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
where do you
anything.
think I am? I'm in a corner of an office, a corner of a
Yeah.
bedroom.
And Matt can attest, this office behind me is not as big as it looks. And anything not on frame is kind of a disaster. So
Oh, I get it, man. I get it.
Fair enough.
pop the cold one already.
Yeah. It's 2 hours, so we're probably going to end up pretty tuned up by the end of it. I do want to say, just some heads up for those that have tuned in. We have already drawn our numbers. We're doing 0 to 100. We're going to live stream and screen record the random.org, and we're just going to click it 4 times. And we're giving away 4 different packages. I've got 3 bottles of whiskey and 3 hats. And then what are you guys giving away?
And I believe an Onyx membership for a year.
Wow.
Nice.
That's good. It's good. This will be
Sweet.
good.
Sweet.
This hat.
Nice. I wore that hat the other day with the sweatband in it
Yep.
that doesn't work.
Sweat guard.
The money grab, you mean?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
it
the
is.
money grab.
I really wanted it to
Check the new
work.
one.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give them a bottle pop exclusive here.
I got a whole nother one we can pop later.
I got one. I'm on a bottle pop too.
Oh my.
Look at that.
This was a gift.
What is that?
Lots of bottle pops.
Oh my gosh.
What
Wyoming
is it?
whiskey.
Small batch
Oh.
bourbon. I got this. My uncle gave it to me. He just got back from Wyoming.
That's good. It's hit or miss. That was what was that, Gus? 2021 worst whiskey of the year for us was a Wyoming whiskey.
my God.
Yeah, it was.
But it was a I think it
It's
was a
very
single barrel.
rough.
It wasn't like a regular release.
This is small batch. It's not a single barrel. I don't know.
I feel like
Find out.
everybody calls everything a small batch.
I know. I know.
Well,
Every bottle's small batch. Well, whatever.
We gonna find out. It's either gonna be terrible or it's gonna be, good to go. I don't know.
How do I get cubed in this?
Yeah, cubed right there.
Oh, my man.
Dang, you brought iced in there? That's fancy. I
Wow.
forgot a koozie. I was gonna wear rock a koozie, but I guess this episode's sponsored by Miller Lite. I'm gonna drink whiskey.
Boy,
I wish.
That would be a good sponsor.
It's an unpaid sponsor, but it's still a sponsor, you know.
I like it.
Doesn't everybody do that anyways?
Powered by.
Partnered with,
Yeah.
powered by. Yeah.
There you go. Powered by. Yeah.
It's powered by Miller Lite, Wellers, and Long Branch, and that
Zing.
gnat that almost went in my ear.
Powered by Zen and Miller Lite. That's the
And upper deckers.
yeah. And Upper
Upper Deckies.
That's
Deck. Nice. What is that? The what
oh,
flavor is that?
that wasn't very good. Oh, that's citrus. Here, I'm gonna put it in a
Citrus?
Glen.
I haven't had that.
We'll put it in a Glen. We'll just stick it right there the whole time.
I'm a sucker for the coffee myself.
I have a coffee one too. I'm stuck on
Those are good. The
These are
coffee ones. I've
threes.
actually had those.
I bought the wrong one. These are threes, which means I got to take two.
Uh-oh.
Did you guys ever try they're called Grounds, I think. It was spelled like GRNDS.
Yeah.
There's like little pouches of coffee or espresso.
Yep.
Yeah.
I tried that when I tried to quit chewing. It didn't work for me.
My problem is not the chewing; it's the nicotine. Like I am firmly addicted to nicotine. I actually just
yeah.
took a pretty decent break from it, but I'm back.
That's good. That's good.
Lucky me, I never got into the nicotine thing.
It's good for you. It's in your
Yeah.
aerobic, don't you know?
Oh man.
It's true.
So have you boys been out hunting yet?
Buddy, I got a story for you.
And I heard besides getting yelled at by a
Yeah.
crazy person.
Well, I'm not going to do that one again. So I went to Kentucky,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm telling the story a certain way, and I think only Gus knows the truth. But I'm telling it a certain way because I need this story to be this way in order for something else to happen in my life. So I'm telling it a certain way. But anyway,
Manifesting it into reality.
no, it's happening. It's
Okay.
already on the way.
Oh,
So
nice.
I went out to Kentucky last weekend, just spur of the moment, just happened to go to look at this property. And once I got out there, there was a buck. We had put corn out the first day, and there was a buck that had come in that night, and it was good looking 8-point. It was pretty small for Kentucky standards, but it's massive compared to South Carolina. So I put on my brand new Sitka Overlands or whatever whatever it's called, and I ride the side by side up there, and I know that the road goes up real steep. So I thought I was at the right spot, but I wasn't. So I ended up huffing it up this mountain. So I get up there, there's a stand and there's corn and a camera. And so I'm sitting in the stand, and I thought, what a perfect time. Cause I don't care if I see anything at all, but what a perfect time to do this like uncle thing. Like everybody's uncles killed a deer, smoking cigarettes and drinking beer. So I went up there with cigarettes and beer, and I only made it through one cigarette, and then, but I had like 2 or 3 beers, and I'm sitting there, and absolutely nothing, just some squirrels. But it was nice. This is my first time hunting this season, so I was having a good time. Right at probably like 45 minutes to dark, I hear something, and I look to the right, and that 8-point came out, and he's standing there 20, 30 yards from me, and so he gets up. I'm sitting there waiting for him. He gets behind a tree, and so I stand up, I grab my bow, and once he gets to the other side of the tree, I'm ready. So I pull back to take the shot, and my release broke, and I punched myself in the face.
No.
Yeah. It was a Stan Onyx release, by the way, which I emailed them and said, hey, come on, dude. Fucking cat. I said, hey, I just missed the buck of a lifetime on a trip that, going to Kentucky, blah, blah, etc. I came here just to hunt. It's like, you guys cost me a bunch of money. I'm pretty pissed. This thing's only a year old, shouldn't break. And they're sending me a new one. So that's good.
Nice.
That's not
Actually-
a cheap release. By
No,
the way.
it's not.
That's
No, it's
not
No, it's like
a
$400.
run of the mill $30 release out of
Right.
Walmart's top shelf.
Yeah, it's not,
Technically,
it's not Gus's True Ball that I got sitting here.
True Fire.
True Fire, whatever. I had a
True
True
Fire.
Ball,
Big difference. Okay. Big difference.
if you say so. But yeah, so
I
that was
don't
my.
really- I don't know.
I'm actually glad because I was there by myself, and it's like he was big enough that it would have been a problem getting him down there, and then I would have skin it, and they don't have a freezer, so I would have literally had to cut it up right then, and stick it in a vacuum bag and throw it in his freezer, and I would have never got anything out of it. I would have had to bury the head somewhere so it could do its thing, but
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
actually it came out well.
Well,
Maybe you're
would have
just,
been pretty damn cool though, too.
yeah, it would have
Yeah.
been nice, obviously, but maybe you're just meant to shoot something bigger another day when you go back to Kentucky.
I think so. You only get one buck per year in Kentucky, so
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're destined to shoot a bigger deer.
yeah, facts.
See that?
Hey
At
Cody,
least
thanks
that's
for.
what I'm going to tell you to make you feel better.
Well, I mean, I feel fine about it. It's okay. It wasn't like a buck of a lifetime. It just would have been a good buck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Story.
Cody, for the
season.
congrats. And Brandon's here already. Oh, he's probably on YouTube.
Tubes. Maybe I should log in to see the comments. Can I do that without screwing everything up, like on my phone?
Can you see it
Yeah.
on
I would just
on the
mute it.
StreamYard app? You
Yeah.
might be able to click comments there. I don't know if you can see that.
We did, and then we went full screen.
Oh.
I asked Austin to click on comments, and then he went full screen. So communication's not going.
I
well.
thought you wanted full screen.
It's been a minute, baby things and stuff.
If anybody's watching on
think-
Instagram, throw a comment in there. I just want to
Okay.
see if it
Comment.
comes through in this app. I'm curious if it if
We
it's
have,
actually that
we
smart.
have comments.
There you go, buddy.
Cheers,
Nice.
everyone.
Yeah,
See,
there you go.
I
we
think
have
you guys
Cody
are
there.
doing great.
What?
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing. I said I think you guys are doing great.
Who?
There we go.
Not us. We're just throwing out. Hey, do you want any of these drinks in that cup that's melting the ice?
Yeah, I was gonna crack that and see how.
You should
Send
get
it.
something. We got like 18 minutes before we start bringing people in. So
I was drinking before this. I feel like I broke the seal, and it's gonna be a bad time.
You want
Dude,
that? It's like a
y'all
finger
are really
combo.
lucky because I went to have after work beers with a friend of mine. I had like 4 and then came home and was like, "You're gonna get a headache if you don't have more." And then I was like, "No, I got 2 hours of drinking ahead of me. I better not." So I poured some Madeira and I had a glass of Madeira wine,
Interesting.
which held me over. Low proof, not a big deal.
I had a couple Captain Cokes.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Haven't
And-
had
and-
anything for a
yeah.
while.
Service took a while, so I had to chug the last one and then head out the door to get here.
Good.
Have you seen this Oreo
good for
Coke?
you. Yes, and I want to try it, but at the same time, I think it's gross sounding.
Yeah.
Everybody says it's good though.
Everything I read on
Cheers.
Reddit said that it has a heavy Oreo flavor to it, but it's mostly just like vanilla Coke.
You can make
That Weller's is good.
That's
anything
actually not
taste
bad.
good
I
with
love
enough
vanilla
chemicals.
I do.
First
too.
off, vanilla Coke is like one of my favorite things ever.
It's
It's so good.
mm-hmm. I like
Did you say-
Captain Morgan Private Stock and Vanilla Coke. It's so good.
Did you
Mhm.
say Weller's with an S?
I might have. I say Aldi's with an S.
I think
You
Aldi's
know what
has an
Aldi's?
S.
No, it doesn't. It's
No, it
Aldi.
doesn't. Well, Weller
See?
definitely doesn't have an
Everyone
S.
says Aldi's with an S.
Yeah, and everybody says Weller's, and it drives me nuts. Like getting
Well,
fucking read. I'm just
should I
kidding.
say this Weller's is good? Because that's bad English. Yeah. This Weller's good.
This Weller is good.
Well,
Unless you
no,
apostrophe
Yeah,
IS.
apostrophe S it.
You verbally apostrophe
This
it.
Weller's good.
Weller's good.
That's 2 words, whether you know it or
Riveting
not.
Oh
conversation.
my goodness.
Man, all right. Still
Really
looking.
is
Okay,
good.
we can actually.
I
We
like
got.
donuts with an S.
Have y'all been hunting yet?
No, our
No.
season's not in yet.
Tomorrow technically opens up in our special reg,
Yeah.
and I'm
I
not
thought
going
one of you
because I'm
just said
in a
you could
wedding.
go on Sunday. Oh, that is tomorrow.
No, tomorrow, Saturday. We can't hunt on Sunday. Remember, you
just
did a
said
whole
on
blue
your
law
last
episode.
podcast. You just said on your last podcast you could technically hunt on Sunday.
Saturday.
Oh, you meant
No, we
next
can hunt on Sundays later in the
Huh.
day. I think the last podcast I mentioned that I was going to go possibly this Saturday. I said
okay.
Sunday. I was definitely wrong because that wouldn't happen.
That'd be bad.
Yeah, I'd be in jail.
You'd
or
have a good
whatever
shot
they
at
do.
seeing a deer.
Yeah, I wouldn't have any pressure in the woods.
That's one way to look at it.
Other than the walkers and everybody else that's always down there. The dude's running, the lady and the guy that run their dogs every single day down there for practice.
The pooper.
Yeah. The guy, I don't know if you guys ever heard that story of Austin and I when we were hunting down in our special regulation area years
me.
ago.
I think that was our first.
It was
that our
we're
first
just
year?
gonna say it was the first time we were ever down there. And
Yeah.
this is known public land that everyone says gets hunted out the ass. I think it's technically the only public land spot in this to
It's the
be
only game lands.
Allegheny County game lands.
There's other public, but there's
Yeah,
it's the only game land.
correct. Like it's the one on the map that everybody sees. Everyone goes there.
Sure.
Okay. So the first time we went for the morning hunt, left, went and got food, came back, and we were sitting in the parking lot.
This is when we pulled in.
Yeah, we pulled into the parking spot, and this guy at that point, was he already?
Oh yeah, you don't
Yeah.
remember it entirely.
Well, okay, yeah, because Austin was in the driver's seat, I'm in the passenger seat. This guy like kind of scurries around the tree, right? And Austin can still see him. I mean, he's pants down. He's taking a shit like 10 yards into the woods behind this big oak tree.
I mean, just like I don't know if he doesn't see us or what, but like just dick and balls right there.
Jeez.
I mean, he was dropping logs, dude.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
It's like watching a rhino in the zoo, right? Like it's just, and I can't see anything. Like out of the passenger side, I can't see it. So like he's getting full, just money shot view of this guy. And sure enough, here comes the lady that runs dogs. She's coming out of the woods at the same exact time. This guy's still pants down, dick out. And as she's coming out, he sees her and starts to kind of scurry and pull his pants up. Well, her dogs go running over to him and they're like sniffing in his shit and he's trying to like shoo him away and everything. I don't even know if the guy ever even wiped his ass.
He didn't. He just went and started talking to the lady. I
Yeah.
think they shook hands.
They
too. It
shook
was real
hands,
weird.
gave her a big hug. Like this dude definitely just had shit or all over him, like in his pants and everything. And he just awkwardly walks back to his truck and they all leave.
Yeah.
Like, he never wiped his ass.
Did they ever see you?
Well, we were sitting in the parking lot 10 yards away.
Okay.
So
I didn't know
yeah,
if they were
at
a
that
tree.
point we had gotten out and we started getting ready to go hunting. And I don't think he knew that we ever saw him. Like, if he did, he just played it off. No shame.
No shame.
Zero shame
hilarious.
in that guy's game.
It was gnarly.
And that's welcome to Allegheny County hunting.
I would come. I'd
Mhm.
come try that out.
Yeah. Other big news hunting wise, though, I just found out that my buddy Sam drew an unbelievable odds hunt. I'm a tuning hunt.
Oh, good.
We get pure single access to 120 acres of woods. It's a ridge line that runs between planted crop fields and a giant swamp. We are the only ones allowed on that property to hunt it
Nice.
for the first week of the season,
That's sick.
which is probably the best time to
Is it
get
a
it.
we or a he?
What do you mean?
Did he draw it or did you guys?
He
draw
drew it.
Oh, just he drew.
I didn't even put in for it. I didn't even know it was a thing.
I didn't either. Oh man.
Like, could you imagine the odds of drawing? There's what I think 5 zones, and they do 1 hunter per week.
Dang.
So imagine the
Wow.
odds of trying to draw something like that, and you're allowed 1 guest. So I'm his guest for that week. So we're gonna potentially. it is a shitstorm, yeah. We're gonna potentially have a the first crack
Yeah,
at deer that have not seen anybody because we have the first week.
It's awesome.
that's cool.
It's
That's
awesome.
gonna be sick.
I expect to see
it's
some
like-
cool pictures.
Well, here's the only downfall. We have to use our 1A tags, which is not
What's
a big
wrong with
deal.
that?
I have 3 of them.
Yeah, you're
So I can
good.
shoot 3 doe and a buck there first week of the season if I wanted to.
Nice.
But then there go my tags for the year. which
Your
is
zoning
whatever.
and tags sound very confusing.
It is. It can be.
It is if you're not from here, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I could explain it to you pretty quick and easy.
Did I ever tell you about
it makes-
the lottery hunt we got with it was a buck and 2 does?
No.
It was mosquito. It's a place called Bear Island, and it's mosquito heaven. I mean, it's unbearable. It's like it's unbearable. You wouldn't even want to get out of your tent. You just hide in your tent the entire time unless you're hunting. But alligators everywhere. Like when you walk in the morning, just red eyeballs all up and down the jetties that you're walking. But anyway, our first night in there, we're all sitting down, and I don't know, 15 minutes after they let us in, which I think was 6 o'clock or something like that. Wasn't 15 minutes. Like I had just gotten into a tree, and I hear a rifle go off, and it's like, and I'm like, Jesus, man, like, are you gonna kill that thing or what? And I just sat there the whole time, like, what an idiot. Could you imagine going on a public land hunt with a bunch of people and you just took 3 shots, and we all know who it is. We get back, there's 3 deer stacked in the bed of his truck.
No shit.
Yeah, he had
That's
an
awesome,
AR-10 and dropped a buck and 2 does within 2 minutes. Man, it wasn't even that
Wow.
long, under a minute.
Quick work.
Yeah.
Done.
BUN done.
Done. Done.
And ever
deal.
since then, I've wanted to build an AR-10 just so I could do the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen 3 deer at one point though that I could shoot.
Oh, brother.
You got to come up here, I guess.
I was gonna say.
Now, technically, until what 2 or 3 years ago, we couldn't shoot more than 1 deer from stand until you fully recovered the first one.
You had to recover, take it back to the truck.
Or I think you could have stashed it at your tree.
I don't think
as
we
long
were
as you
allowed
had tag on it and you recovered it, you were allowed to shoot a second one.
Were you? Was that how
Yeah.
it worked?
Which is like ridiculous in all
Mhm.
reality, because you shoot with a bow, they run away. It's like, yeah, most likely they're dead by then. But what am I gonna do? Just climb down and end my hunt? No, I'm gonna sit in my tree and I want to hunt the rest of the hunt.
And
But that's
nobody
how it
would
was
know.
for right. I mean,
Yeah. They changed it anyway, thankfully.
yeah, thankfully they got rid of that a few years back. The only place it wasn't like that was in the special regulation areas that
Yeah.
we can hunt tomorrow if we wanted to.
I'm not going.
I'm not going either. I'm in a wedding tomorrow and I have to be there at 11:30. So it's like doesn't
Are
make
you a
sense
groomsman?
to go. Yes. So it doesn't make sense to go hunt for an hour. And then if I do get something, what am I gonna do? It's gonna be 83 degrees tomorrow.
You
I
know
have
what
to take
to
care
do.
of it.
83.
what to
Oh my God, that's so
Yeah.
hot. You might
Shut
die.
up. Listen, I don't want to hear you complain. We chose where we live. You chose where you live. Okay.
That's
You
true.
chose a hot spot. I
Yeah.
chose a cooler spot. It should not be this hot in September. That's all I'm saying. I'm allowed to complain.
No, I got you.
You know?
Hey, calm down, buddy.
It's not you. It's not you. I'm triggered. Okay. I'm triggered
Triggered
because
by
I know
your
a lot of Florida guys and they complain about the heat all the time and they do the same thing to me. And it's like, you chose to live in Florida. That's
makes
on
sense.
you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hey,
That's
buddy.
true. That's fascinating to me that deer hunting is so good in Florida. You would not think that it is, but
In
it's
spots.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
in
in
spots.
spots.
It's very good. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Most
still,
of
it's
Florida.
the word
sucks.
Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good question.
I
What's it
have
like
fun.
getting more than 1 tag a year? Us Westerners have no idea what that's like. What do we get
What's
here,
it
Gus?
like?
Like 6,
Uh,
3,
I have
5.
9.
5.
Yeah. I have 9.
Yeah,
this
3
year.
doe and 3 doe tags and 2 bucks.
I have
And then
five.
I can pay $5 a tag for a set of 4 more. It's like $20. For $20 I can buy another set of doe tags.
That's awesome.
That is legit.
In theory, like I think I looked the other day, like that special regulation unit, you can buy as many of those as you want until they sell out. So
Oh, okay.
I could technically I could go online right now and just buy.
You can buy 30 if you wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. If you got the
Tomorrow.
money, they'll give them to you.
$6.90 now they're up to
$6.97.
$6.97 a piece.
Yeah.
If you
can
don't
buy as
fill
many
if
as
you
you
don't
want.
if you don't fill them, do they knock down what you're eligible to buy the next year?
Nope.
I've seen in some
There's a-
states for some wild game like alligator and other things, if you purchase a certain number, but you don't, like let's say you buy 50 and you only fill 40, 40 is the max you can ask for next year. You
Yeah.
would have to be through all
Nice.
40 before you could ask again. So I was just curious.
No,
Mhm.
our state basically takes each one of those units that we're mentioning, the 1As, the 2Ds, 2Fs, whatever, 2Bs. They take those and they allot X amount of doe tags
Got
per
it.
year for that unit. And once they're up, you're done.
Right.
Now, if it's not special regulation, you're capped at 6. Used to be 3, but you're capped at 6.
right.
But since we go through rounds of not lottery, because
It's like a lottery
it's
kind of.
kind of a lottery, but it's not. You're not putting in and they're if you get drawn and you're ready to get your tags and there's something there, you can buy it, right? So
Right.
we go through 4 rounds of draw. And then after that, it's a free for all. Whatever's left, you can buy up to 6. Fill
Wow.
up to 6, I should say. So I can have 6 different units or I can have 6 tags in one unit if they're all available.
Gotcha.
Wow. That's pretty.
And
bad.
on the
I have
whole,
West
the whole
Virginia too, so.
Westerner hunter thing, like I have to kill 4 deer to equal one of your muleys, or
Sure.
all
That's a
5 or
fact.
6 for one elk. So we need the extra tags. They're
Yeah.
not that
I
big.
was going to say that, but there's also some states where you have to draw each year for your own state tax, which
Mhm.
is insane to me.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Like that's insane. That should not be that way for a state.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, I could understand some animals that way, and some animals over the counter, and
Yeah.
give your residents first pick at it. Like I get that.
Yeah.
That's what we
But
did for our elk
also-
hunt in Colorado. We just bought over the counter
Yeah.
either sex
Mhm.
tags and
Not anymore.
Say goodbye to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Yeah. After this year, it's done.
Yeah.
It's a
It
bummer.
sucks.
it does suck.
It's too many elk hunters. There's too many. You say that, but the numbers are they down or up every year? It's like sometimes they're down, sometimes they're up. It's weird. I think there's a lot of people
I
getting
guess-
into it and getting out of it.
Yeah, and they talk about winter kill off and stuff like that as well. You know,
Oh, internet problems
we get
again.
our first caller real quick.
I would go outside now. The girls got home.
Oh, you're back.
Text it.
Your sweet Wi-Fi was cutting in and out there.
It's been good lately. I don't know what's going on.
It's fine.
Is it? Yeah, it's all right. Cuck had to go pee pee.
Yeah, I figured that's going to happen more than once.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What else has been going on, guys? Anything crazy?
Well, I guess it's been long enough time now. I can give an update on my opening day debacle. So
Can't wait.
he stole that camera from me, which he still has, and I've reported it stolen to Tacticam. But the new Tacticam app is pretty cool. They updated it kind of like Onyx. It shows you who owns the land.
Sick.
So in my Tacticam app, I can open it and look at where my camera is, and I have his full name. Pretty fascinating.
It is fascinating. Ooh.
So I know exactly where he lives, and I know his name. I don't know what
Well,
I'm
I
going
want
to
me
do
to
with that
have that.
information.
I know what you can do with that information. We'll talk about it.
We should. I'm definitely down to talk about it.
Oh man. Gus, you get up in a tree yet, dude?
What's that? No, not
You
yet.
get up in a tree yet? No. Oh,
No,
come on,
no.
man.
I know. I need to. Busy, man.
I know.
Busy kids,
how that
busy
goes.
life. Plus, it's
Yeah,
just
I
too damn
gotcha.
hot down here, man. Like I have no desire to be in a tree in 80 plus degree weather. Just not
I don't
interested.
either.
I used
Yeah,
to. Man.
I
I used to
don't
hunt
either.
hard in August and September just because I wanted to be out there. But I'd rather just wait till October and November. December is even better.
It was nice being in Kentucky. We were both in Kentucky, and the leaves
Yeah.
are already starting to change. And then you left Sunday, so Monday I was driving around. All the roads were covered in leaves. Like they're actually changing and falling right now. So that I think it might be bare when I go back in October. I don't know.
You have a white cat, do you?
No,
There's one in your backyard, just hanging out. Maybe it was
Cool.
the spirit.
might have been.
I just ran for the first time in 8 weeks, so I'm a little out of breath.
How's that
okay?
ankle after running?
Feeling good. Feeling
Good.
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 Yeah.
Why did you run? You got an outhouse?
Nah, I just had to pee on my back.
Oh, you peed out back. You didn't go
Going
inside.
outhouse?
No, the girls are in there. They're going to bed. So I
Oh.
ran outside and picked the first nice tree and let it go.
There you go.
Did you pick his neighbor's tree with the mean dogs?
I should have just went right in front of their camera.
You want to know
camera?
something crazy? They got another freaking dog, dude.
I thought you were going to say
They have
another camera.
so many dogs.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, I got a funny camera story this morning. We got 10 minutes, then we're bringing our first guest in. But
Okay.
my
Go
guy I
ahead,
was in
no.
the army with, he's stationed in, I don't know where he's at right now. Oh, I think he's in, it doesn't matter. He's in Oklahoma. So he went for a run and he fell and he hit his thumb like right on the top of that knuckle on something, and it ripped it open so bad he had to get stitches. But I guess he bled like crazy. And so he sent me a picture of the hole in his thumb and then the stitches. And he was like, but this is the best part. He's like, all the Karens in my neighborhood Facebook page have found the blood. And he screenshot it and sent it to me. And they're like, we need to call the police. Like this could possibly be a murder. And they're like giving locations around the neighborhood where they could have hid the body. So somebody actually got it on camera, got him falling. And the way it's the camera's pretty far away. So you just see this guy in black clothes running. And then he goes behind this bush and there's a car parked there, and he falls, and you see him fall, and he gets up, and when he got up, his hand was covered in blood already, and he was like, shit. So he went back to that car because he thought he was in trouble. And then the camera shut off because it lost motion. So it looks really bad. It looks like a dude ran past a car and got fucking gatted, and then
Just shot, yeah.
Disappeared.
and then the camera shut off. It's hilarious. I was like, dude, you have to keep me updated on that.
Yeah, seriously. I would feed the fire on something like that too. Like, oh my God, did he get shot?
Yeah, I know.
I'm
I
not
would
gonna
too.
lie. I'm gonna pull that. Got gatted.
Got shot.
That's
Yeah,
what he
yeah.
said, and I thought it was a good word, so I just carried it on.
I like it.
It's a great word.
I like it a lot. Oh man.
Very northern word, I feel like. Where's
He's
that guy
from Michigan.
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
Told you.
He tells everybody he's from Detroit, and I was like, you don't seem like you grew up in the kind of high school I grew up in. And we were deployed, and we ran into it was right before we deployed. We ran into this guy that's from Detroit, and they were talking. He's like, "Where are you at in Detroit?" And he was like, "Oh, like the northern," because he didn't want to lose face in front of me. He's like, "Oh, like the northern part of the city," and he was like, "Yeah, like what street?" He's like, "I'm from." He said whatever street he was from. I have this all on video, by the way. I found it last night. It's pretty funny, but it turns out he's from Ann Arbor, and so the dude just like shit all over him.
God.
That's
Oh, man.
awesome.
It
I've
was
been to
hilarious.
Ann Arbor, and it is not Detroit.
No,
It's not
no,
right.
it's not.
No.
I literally Googled it right then when I was like, I got to see what Ann Arbor looks like. And I was like, dude, that's a nice city. Way nicer than what I grew up in.
hmm That's like us saying we're from Pittsburgh because that's the closest people know. But people know where Ann Arbor is. Like,
Yeah.
they don't know our shit town. They know where Ann Arbor is. There's no excuse there.
What's your shit town called?
Newcastle.
New Castle.
There
Is that
ain't
where the
nothing
beer's
new
from?
about the damn castle either.
Is that where
What's
the
that?
beer's from? Newcastle beer?
No, that's you're talking about Newcastle Brown Ale.
Yeah.
I think that's from the UK.
I think it's Newcastle, England.
Yeah,
okay.
Newcastle, England.
There's Newcastles everywhere. Indiana.
Is there a
Mhm.
Newcastle in Newcastle, Pennsylvania? Or an old is there a castle rather?
Or if there's
Yeah,
a
there's
newer
castles
castle
here.
somewhere.
There's castles here.
Up off Nashville.
Yeah, the church, the St. Mary's is a castle,
Kind of looks like one.
kind of.
Yeah.
But there is real castles. Like my brother's friend almost bought a castle in town, like and we were going to build a moat and everything. It was going to be awesome. Yeah, it
That
was
would be
super
sick.
cheap, like 100K or something. This old castle, he was going to buy it.
Oh
And
man.
You're gonna build
It's
trebuchets
former-
also.
He's just former Yankee, single, like in his
Oh yeah.
30s, and he just wanted to spend that money. And I
Yeah.
wish he would have. That we would all move there.
That'd have been awesome.
It'd have been great.
So I just found out. So I went and walked this property I'm buying in Kentucky, and I don't want to say the name of the area, obviously, but there's these grave sites out there. So like 3 or 4 on the property, and I'm like looking at them. I took pictures of them all because I wanted to look it up later. So I looked it up when I got back. There's 12 people buried in there. The last one was in 1955, and it's really weird to me that I'm buying 12 dead bodies. Like it's very strange.
Holy smokes, man.
You wouldn't
You're
think that
gonna
would
think
be
twice
legal.
when you're like walking in the woods at night.
Mm-hmm.
I told the wife, I was like, I feel like responsible for them. So I need to go out there. I'm going to go out there with a weed eater, just clean it up and make it look nice and everything. But then I thought I should also, because there's kudzu out there and you can make, they make Christmas wreaths out of kudzu. I was like, we could make these big wreaths and then put sticks inside with like upside down pentagrams and hang them all over the cemetery.
Sick.
Can
I'm obviously not going to do that.
can
But
you
it would
imagine
be fucking
stump-
hilarious.
Can you imagine stumbling across something like that on your way out at night? You know,
Dude, that's
a
the
place
thing.
you're not familiar with, dude.
It's on a side-by-side trail in the national forest. So I own right up to the road. So people will see it.
Dude, you gotta take some old creepy dolls out there and set them around or
Mm.
something. Just
I would
like
do
break
that.
them up and muddy them up and stuff. Like, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
Burn
Do
them
you
a little
remember
with a
when we were-
torch.
Oh, I remember. As soon as you said dolls, I was like, that 3-legged deer I shot.
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Chuck is gutting this deer, and I turn around and there's this creepy freaking doll staring right at us. Dude's got months growing on its face and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Weird.
that was
was-
weird.
It wasn't the fact that we shot a 3-legged deer that was weird. It was the doll
It
that
was the
crept me
doll.
out. For
Yeah.
sure.
We used to live in Virginia, and in Yorktown, there's these trails. We used to take the dogs and walk the trails. And one day we never found it again. But one day one of our dogs saw a deer. She's a Doberman, so she's not gonna catch it. But she took off after the deer, And we were like, no, come back. And we started walking towards where she had ran, and there was a stump in a tree that was kind of hollowed out. And there was one of those like weird looking dolls in there, like sitting in the hollowed out stump. It was creepy as shit. And I was like, we gotta
Nope.
we gotta move. Isn't that weird that a child's toy is scary in the woods?
Yeah, it's the movies, man. World
It just doesn't belong.
that'll do it. They don't belong.
I think I was trying to think of something that wouldn't be scary. That's a child's toy, and I thought about that little lawnmower pop machine.
Yeah,
I think that would also be scary though.
it would be
saw that
scary.
in the
I'm
middle of
thinking
the
like, if I found a slinky in the woods, I probably wouldn't be that worried.
Right, yeah, that's a
like
good-
that's
yeah.
about it.
Yeah, Slinky or an Etch a Sketch.
And that just gets creepy. I don't know. Like there could be something drawn on there.
If there was
Like
something
the
drawn on
whole-
there, that would be crazy.
Yeah, like a whole scene
Yeah,
of
exactly like that.
murders.
Dude, you just gave me a great idea. I'm gonna go buy an Etch a Sketch, and this year while I'm in the stand, I'm gonna write help. I'm just
And
gonna
leave
leave it
it?
on the ground when I'm
That's an awesome idea. I think we should all do that.
You should do that. Get a fake skeleton, put help with an arrow, and then go put the skeleton
Oh yeah,
arrows pointed and like cover it with some leaves and stuff. That would be ideal.
with just the toes sticking out.
Yes.
Oh
that would be
man.
good.
Such a good idea. You could like put a skeleton and then put like a deer antler head, like a dead head on top of it. Yeah.
It'd be funny to take a skeleton and put a deer head on it, and then like pin it to a tree, and then put the help underneath it, and maybe some
Yeah.
like deflated birthday balloons.
I'm getting like Game of Thrones first episode vibes right now. You know,
It's gonna be freaky.
the wildlings. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and get started. So for the rest of the show, we have a somebody dialing in for every 10 minutes from now until 9 o'clock. We have no idea what they're gonna talk about. They can talk about whatever they
Bring it.
want, but we're excited to do this. And thank you. Before we get started, Charles and Austin, thank you for doing this with us. We were talking about episode 200, and we were like, we should have co-hosts for it. It'd be fun. And of course, you guys are the first ones that we thought of. So
We were probably like your third choice, but hey, we get it, man. We get
No,
it. There's
we
definitely
always have a
better
good
options.
time. It's every time we
Come on,
podcast,
guys.
it seems like we can go 2 hours just us. So it's like it's like if nobody dials in, we'll still be able to have a good time. So it seemed like a solid idea.
I like it.
In all reality, thank you guys for having us.
We appreciate it.
It's an honor. It's an honor.
So do you want to introduce our first guest since he's your guest?
Our guest,
Ooh.
the first one, is it Cody?
Yep.
Oh yeah, Cody McClintock.
There you go. Bring him on then.
Yeah.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. By a fire.
What's up, guys?
Are you sitting by a fire right now?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Sure
Nice.
is.
I mean,
I
a
wanted
fire.
to make it. I wanted to make it feel like a campfire type vibe, so I'm out by my fire table, just chilling.
Hell yeah.
Very
I can
nice.
appreciate that.
You know,
those
like
headphones
just,
give me like Halo 2 vibes, is what I'm getting right
all
now.
right, they are my gaming headphones, but
Well,
it
the
does
audio
make it-
sounds better than the
It's
podcast studio
freaking
they're sitting
good,
in, so-
man. It's freaking good.
I'm telling you, man, that's what you gotta do. Whenever I used to do podcasts for when we were doing ours, and just with having kids, getting married, and being busy, it kind of just shot down the drain. So, but I figured I'd hop on and talk to you guys. Congratulations on your first of all, on the 200th episode.
Hey,
Honor for me
thank
to
you.
be on it. And so, where are you guys from, first of all, and what are your expectations for this season, everybody? I'm just curious around the table.
Gus, you
You know where
start.
we're from, so you guys start.
Yeah, well, I live in a little town called Monk's Corner. It's north of Charleston. I've been here about 16 years.
South Carolina.
Yeah, South Carolina. Sorry. Yeah, been here about 16 years. My expectations for this season are just to get an opportunity to get out in the damn woods. I'm so busy with kids and family. Just any opportunity I can get into a tree or a blind is a plus for me. So I have no expectations. That way, I can't be disappointed.
That's a good one. I am in Charleston, South Carolina. I live on James Island, and man, my expectations. I don't have a lot for this year because I just have so much going on. I'm working on buying some property in Kentucky. I've had my first sit, saw an 8-point out there, and then punched myself in the face when my release broke. So so far, it can only get better. I would guess. I do need some meat in the freezer, so I'll probably see if somebody will let me come do some calls, or I'll bag some does on public land. I'm not chasing any antlers. I normally don't, but yeah.
I feel you, man. I feel you. This year, it's looking good, I guess, for all the guys in the Marco Polo group that we're part of, Austin, Chuck, and I. And it's actually got me more excited. I will say that the best thing that's helped me out this year is doing the shoot that we do in that group. That was probably one of the highlights of my summer. I will say that, for getting me excited for archery, because we got a group of guys that we do a shot each week, and that got me more interested into archery than normal. I'm a big turkey hunter. I know it's not a big thing. You guys are whiskey and whitetails, obviously, but
We hunt turkey.
Yeah, we love
but,
turkey, man.
but I will say, though, the Marco Polo group, I wanted to say thanks to Chuck and Austin for doing that, because that was a big thing that got me turned to going more of the archery side of things this year than I normally am. I don't get me wrong, I love hunting in general, but for deer hunting, for me, I don't get really worried about, like we were actually talking about today in the group, and that's one thing I want to go around the table. When is a point in your season that you're like, oh crap, that actually might not happen for me this year? That was something that really had me thinking today when I was cutting my grass.
Well, for archery, that probably happens around end of October, and then I'll switch to my rifle. But that's only because I gotta. That's what I eat, man. I gotta get meat in the freezer. But I've had so many bad years that anytime I get lucky enough to put something down, I don't really get too sad or worried about the rest of the season. It's just, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. I don't ever really get down about it. I just enjoy being in the woods. I don't care if I don't see anything. I like sitting in a tree stand. I like being to myself and just thinking. And for me, it's more of a therapy than it is a sport or a passion. And I know I'm way different when it comes to most hunters, because most hunters are crazy about it. And I mean, I do think about whitetails all the time, but just sitting in a tree stand, man, is definitely can't go wrong.
I 100% agree with that statement. That is probably the best thing. And I like listen, the woods wake up, and as they go to sleep too. That's the difference between turkey hunting. You really can't watch them go to sleep. I mean, there's a part end of our season up here where you can hunt till dark, but fall right now, like prime time, is almost dark up here now. But that's
one thing I tell. I collect sunsets. That's like my favorite thing. I like looking at the sunrise.
Dude, man, I love that.
Yeah. I mean, how many opportunities do you really get outside of hunting to capture those true sunrises and sunsets?
Yeah.
Right. To go from pitch black to, sun up to where you can see it. It's like 45 minutes of a bunch of cool colors. And, it's like, I totally understand. It makes you appreciate our history, I guess, as human beings, and like just wanting to be outside. And we've lost a lot of that by sitting inside and getting our face and death scrolling all the time. Like nobody goes outside, gets some sunlight. But yeah, I think everybody should collect sunrises. There's not a more peaceful time during the day than the moment that no one's around you and the sun's coming up. What about you guys?
Don't you guys love that period of time, right? Right as it, you're starting to get the nautical twilight, and there's like those 4 or 5 Boone and Crockett bucks that are always in the field that somehow disappear as the sun comes up. I know you've all been there. Like, oh my god, that thing is huge. Just the sun's. I just need a little more light, and then suddenly
Has it moved in the last 10 minutes. It's gotta be
you swear you can see its head go up and down.
Yeah, I've seen them I've seen them mount does, and I'm like, they're literally fucking right in front of me, and the sun comes up, and they were never there. Like, your eyes do some crazy shit.
A Walmart bag, like going in the wind.
No, it was nothing. It was a shadow.
That's funny shit. For me, if I haven't gotten any new meat in the freezer by around Christmas time, I start to kind of check the box. Like maybe this is going to be a tag soup kind of year. Cause I'll hunt with my bow, in October, November, and about midway through November. If I haven't shot anything yet, I'm probably going to switch to a rifle. Now, if I've managed to shoot a couple deer with my bow, then I may just keep running with it, cause it's not much of concern. But yeah, I do, like Matt likes to call his rifle his Amex. It's kind of a guaranteed thing. If you have a good spot, you can go hunt. And so I usually kill most of my deer the first 2 weeks of December, almost every year. It's just better. It's just better weather. and a lot of hunters have given up on the rut, so pressure backs off a little bit. And some years, a lot of years actually, we'll catch a second rut at the beginning of December as well. So because our season starts so early, our season starts August 15th, but it's just so hot. It's just so hot, and sometimes the rut will kick off early to mid October, the first rut, when most places in the country aren't seeing it till mid November. So it could be pretty crazy down here. So there's lots of opportunity to kill deer, and like I said, if I haven't done that by Christmas time, I'm not sure it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Heck
What about
yeah.
y'all? What about you?
Us?
When do you give up?
Yeah.
Cody?
Turn it on Cody.
All right. I start worrying like the last week of archery is when I'm like, oh shoot, this is going downhill.
That fast, huh?
and then I'm like, no, like the last week of archery. So like our season goes from October 5th this year to, I believe it's November. I want to say the 16th. I believe.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
was gonna
It's
say
in that time frame.
somewhere.
Yeah,
it's
it's around that time frame.
November.
So the first week's I love hunting the first week of November. It's just my first, like from November 1st to like I'd say the 12th. That's I'm in the woods. Like if I'm gonna take off to hunt, it's gonna be that time frame. Just the most activity I think up our way. Like the most, I guess, would be the best option. Now last week you might see the biggest buck in your entire life dogging lockdown on a doe. Do not get me wrong, but it's like a needle in a haystack if you find that. But if you do, you're gonna be like, oh, like where the heck have you been my whole entire life, man? Like, and then normally what happens is it's either sprinting by you so fast you can't even shoot it with your bow, or to like you do get a chance at it and you mess up and you're like, well, there goes my whole entire season in a nutshell. I just missed the biggest buck my entire life the last week of archery. And there's
That
no
way
in between.
sometimes.
It does go that way sometimes. But I will say, if I don't see the last week of archery, I'm telling you now, I'm no longer a big antler hunter because I really don't like taking the rifle out for a buck. Now does I really don't give a flying crap. I will shoot anything with a rifle. The does were
Come up, baby.
that's usually whenever I shoot my does is in rifle season because that's where I'm different than most people, and a lot of people were probably gonna be like, well, I don't see that side of things. In my family, we do a lot of deer drives, and a lot of people are against deer drives, and there's certain parts of the state that are against deer drives. I love it. There's a camaraderie with our family. Like we've done it since I shot my first deer on a deer drive. My brother and I, we really shot our first bucks ever together. I was 10. My brother was 8. It was the first year that you could shoot deer that first year that we did a mentor youth program in Pennsylvania. I shot a 5-point and my brother shot a 4-point, and it was 5 minutes apart in the drive. And I'll never forget that day for the rest of my life. So, and that's just something that we do every year. And now it's getting to the point where there's more posted property and stuff like that. But last year we went on Big Woods and we did a Big Wood deer drive, and we got ourselves a good 7-point. And it was an all-day event, and we've seen a bunch of deer, we've seen bear, we've seen a bunch of stuff, and now it just keeps on going on. And as a tradition for my family, just deer drives. And it's not even really the fact about killing the deer; it's more of getting a group of guys. Middle of the day, we eat a big, my grandma makes a big feast. It's like a deer camp, but it's not a deer camp. It's just at our house. We've done that now since I've been 10 years old, and I'm 26 now. So that tells you how long we've been doing it. It's just a tradition, and I probably will keep going till I die, I hope.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Lucky
We just did a podcast episode talking specifically about hunting traditions, and that was great.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
100%,
Cool.
boys.
All right, Cody.
A lot of
we're,
that up here.
4 seconds left there. So thank you for dialing in, man. We appreciate it. Thanks for coming on. It was good talking to you.
Thanks, man.
See you, boys. Good luck
Thanks,
hunting this
Cody.
year.
Thank
Yeah.
you too.
You too, buddy.
See you, buddy.
All
Hey, to
right.
answer that question, by the way, we can continue archery into rifle season, but there is a waiting period. So archery season ends, and then there's a week, and then it's rifle season in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
but you can hunt with a bow and rifle if you want to. It's just kind of
Terrible.
crazy.
Oh yeah.
Not advised. Not advised.
Drew, we got
What's
Drew
up,
on here. What
gentlemen?
you sipping on, brother?
I have the rare character rye finished a maple cask from 7 Star Liquors. It's
Nice.
fantastic. It's delicious.
Glad you like it. Glad
Nice
you
to
like it.
meet you, gentlemen.
Yeah, this is Drew. He's one of our Patreon guys. This is
How you doing,
Charles and
brother?
Austin.
I'm doing fantastic. By the way, I'm a sissy. I rifle hunt over
That's
400,
okay.
500-yard fields. So I don't really have a choice where I hunt in Kentucky. But I'm getting close. Getting close. I'm a little disappointed. I can't go opening week this year. I have to go the second week, so I'm hoping the rut delays by about 4 days up in Kentucky.
Mm.
I
I'm
hope it
pulling
delays
forward,
for
so.
you, man.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
my dad was driving on a bush hog, I don't know, about a week and a half ago, and took the photo of the most massive thing I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he
On our
posted
farm.
that
It's like
on
plus
Patreon, and
210.
I was like, dude, if it wasn't you, I would say your dad's full of shit.
No,
But
he's not. Like, he was shaking.
huge.
My dad's 62. He's harvested, I don't know, 50, 60 large, 160 plus bucks in his life on our family farm. And I've never heard him shaking. He was shaking. And of course, he'll be the one that gets the shot. The rest of us will be stuck with something else. So
Isn't
that's
that how it
okay.
always works,
Right?
Drew?
He's short timed it, right? Is the way I look at it. I love my dad. And I hate
Yeah.
to say that, but he's 6,
Yeah.
he didn't have as long left. So maybe after he passes on to the next life, the rest of us will honor him by getting the deer that he always gets that we never get a freaking shot at. So
Yeah, let him have it, dude. He's worked his whole life for this, especially that that's his farm, isn't it?
yeah. Pretty special.
I get
spot.
that.
That's cool.
We were just talking about it the other day with my younger brother because my dad was planning on taking his side by side up and fixing his
Oh, no.
stand and putting everything in. It's like, man, we put all this work in, my brother and I, on this property, and like we've been feeding deer all year long and putting stand work in and doing all this stuff, and nobody else has touched it in our family. And it's like, I was like, you better kill this deer. I was talking to my younger brother, you better kill this deer before dad gets up there. He's like, you know
Well,
what? It's
with
fine.
work,
He
I always
needs to
feel like
kill a
the-
big deer. I was like, you're right.
I always feel
You're
like the jack lick because most of the time I'm so busy with my job. I'm a partner in an engineering firm, and I don't have time to go help do a lot of things. So I'm the money. Like, I funded a couple large shooting houses this year and all that type of stuff. And so my brother called me on the way up the road today and said he gets the first shot at stand because he and I are going at the same time. And I'm like, how the hell does that work? You're younger than me, bitch. Like, that's not, you're younger and smaller. I'm up clearing trees. I don't give a shit. No, sir. That's not how it works. We still have some seniority in life, right? And but yeah, it's I look forward to it every year. I got disappointed. In Kentucky, dove season and deer season are wild this year. So the way the calendar works, we normally have a large dove shoot too. Couldn't go do that. Too much going on. It didn't have the Labor Day feel to it. And then deer season ends before Thanksgiving this year. Rifle season, because rifle season in Kentucky is only 2 weeks. That's all you get.
Yeah.
And like I said, we've got massive fields. So if you're going to try to hunt with something like a bow, you're screwed because 350 yards away is where he's going to step out.
Well, you got to get them before they step out. You got to get them when they're staging, when they walk up, when they're coming up into the end of the field.
Yeah, that's
staging.
375 yards out. So you said say boat.
No,
Right.
you
So
can
it's a
go into the
high-powered
woods though. You're allowed inside.
Oh
the
yeah,
woods.
no. I'm a little too large for that, Matt. I can't hide from deer. As Matt will attest, the name fits. I'm not a small human.
He's Big Drew for sure.
Hey, I am down to like 307 though.
Hell
So
yeah.
the carnivore is
Nice.
working.
Yeah.
He's a fellow carnivore diet guy and it's
Yeah.
changed his
Nice.
life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, Gus, I got to call you out for not joining us when I took the
I
time
know,
on the trip
man.
to come
I
to
know you
Charleston.
did. And I
Like,
fucking blew it, man.
That is just unbelievably sad on your part.
Guy acts like he has a
And
family or something, you know?
It hurt my
It's
feelings. I have a
ridiculous.
family. I have kids. I took my time to go to Charleston to
did.
visit these guys,
You did.
and he stood
Fuck
me
up
up.
prick at Gus is, man.
I know.
Jesus Christ. So,
You had a
I
good
did-
time though, right?
I did hate. Yeah, man. I hate you missed it, man. We had a good time, and
Good.
we actually polished off a bottle of rare character I brought.
Yeah.
Oof.
High proof Amarana cast finish that was absolutely fantastic.
What's wild about
So-
Drew coming down is there's more stories we can't tell you.
Yeah.
There are that we can.
Shh, hold on now. My wife may watch this. Let's be careful.
It was nothing bad.
No, nothing.
We didn't cheat
had-
on anybody. All,
No,
like there was no women involved at all. It was just a bunch
No.
of dudes making poor choices.
yes. Well, we had a good time. So,
Drink to that.
Honestly.
Yeah, I'll take a sip of that. Cheers, Drew.
Mm-hmm.
cheers, boys.
Yeah.
Just sipping on, Drew.
Rare
Jesus.
character rye maple cast finish from 7 Stars. So
It's a local
yummy.
store
Sounds
here.
good.
yeah.
Drew,
Yeah,
Drew's got a pretty good deal on our Patreon. He's the only one that has it, but he gets some bottles in the mail here and there, and they're usually pretty damn good.
I've never had a bad one. It's wild because when I first saw these guys on Instagram, there's 2 things in this world, 3 things I like. that aren't women and my wife, right? Whitetail deer, whiskey, and football. And they hit 2 of the marks, right? I don't think Matt even really knows what a football is, and Gus kind of has an idea, right? So I hit them up, and the wild thing is, I think Matt and I have the same palate almost.
Yeah,
like it's scary. It's eerie. It's extremely eerie how the same our palates were. And that's just from like being on Instagram. I don't know, probably looking at some thoughts, doing some dumb shit or something, and then you guys popped up, and then you have some friends that have your taste, and it's pretty neat. So.
Yeah, it's every time I taste something, because I'll taste some stuff because he doesn't get a bottle every month. It's just it's what and usually nowadays it's hard to get a bottle at that price that he's paying. So it's usually every 2 months. But some of these bottles, man, I'll taste them and it's like they're $200, and I'm like, Drew's not gonna like this. But every once in a while you'll get one, you're like, this is a home run, and like I love it. Like I sent him a it was a single malt, but it tasted like wild turkey. Like
it tastes like damn wild turkey, except for the
wild
mothballs on the back of it. Like it hits that chocolate malt on the back of it that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah,
I almost had it, and then I realized it was Friday, and I wanted to get some views because I got a couple free samples of the mail for doing some dumb shit on Instagram for having my little followers I have, and I passed on it, went back to the rye because I had some, Friday.
There you go.
Yeah,
There you
it is
go.
Friday.
Be like everybody else because it's Friday.
Yeah, you have to drink rye on Friday.
Right? Yeah. What do you mean?
I did have dinner on Wednesday night with the gentleman who owns New Riff.
Oh,
and
nice.
I now have his number, so I'm pretty pumped about that.
It's a good contact to have.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, my dad got the guy from Peerless, the guys who own Peerless, on a flight home from Phoenix. He was out there for works. He sells gun safe guys, Rhino Metal gun safes, big gun safes, ironwork stuff. He's the VP of sales for them, and he's on the way back from Phoenix, and he sat beside the guys from Peerless. So I've got the Peerless card, and then last night I'm like, oh, now I know the New Riff guys from Wednesday nights.
That's awesome
about that. Yeah,
that's pretty sweet.
I'm not afraid to be a bitch and ask for something either, guys. I mean, if you don't, what's the worst they can say? No.
100%.
Might as well ask, right?
Dude, that's like everybody. My whole life, they're like, "How do you get such good deals on cars?" And I'm like, "Because I was that guy." Like now it's a joke, but I was that guy on Facebook Marketplace. Like, I'll come get it today for $5,000 less than you're asking for it.
Yeah, man.
And eventually, sometimes that works. But people are just they're hard for cash, and I mean, I don't guess I feel bad. Like I feel bad you're not getting what you want for it.
But, people.
Yeah, I mean, you're letting me take advantage of you, so it's not really.
You're not wrong. You're not
taking advantage though, because it's a win-win. It's like when I was in college, I was the big guy in the group. I batted 300, but I hit on every hot girl I could find. And all the guys were like, "Man, why do you do that? Why are you scared?" It's like, because one of them's going to say yes. It's like baseball. You got to have swings at bat, bro. What's the worst she's going to say?
By your standards, 3 out of every 10 is saying yes. That's a pretty good average.
Dude, I had a great time at the University.
Better than my college baseball average, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
By the way,
I had a great time, but I was never afraid to ask because the worst you get told is no. So awesome, guys! It's awesome. Congrats on number 200, boys.
Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic.
Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you, other fine gentlemen.
We're surprised we made it this far. It's but we just we like it. It's fun.
I think our podcast for my business, I think we're on episode like
30.
And I'm on like 30. So I'm on like every other one or something. I don't know.
Well, it's good. I mean, what was that number, Gus? It was like they say that everybody that starts a podcast usually makes it to 7 or 11 or what was it?
I think
it's
like
I think
10.
It's 9.
Yeah, it's like 9 or 10.
I said it used to be 9. It might be 10 now.
Yeah. So that's good. You're at 30, man. A lot of people don't make it that far. It's everybody thinks
Sure,
podcast is a good idea.
We've got like
You have one.
700 freaking on Spotify, and we're
Hell
a
yeah.
freaking business podcast. How the hell does that work?
You're probably
Every
selling good.
business
Everybody's
podcast I listen
looking-
to, 0. Like,
It might be
it
your
works,
customers
so.
trying to figure out if you're an asshole or not.
They like us. They keep giving me money, so I'll take it. I mean,
All right, Drew.
Everyone's looking for
Thanks for coming
information.
all right,
dude.
boys.
We'll
Cheers,
see you.
boys.
Go dogs.
You guys.
Say bye.
Go dogs.
Go dog.
Can I just point out really quick? Look at both of us sitting here. How freaking bad are our farmers' tans?
Sure.
They're not great. They're worse than tan.
Terrible.
That's a
Sure.
that's a football coaching tan. Oh, 2
Proud of you.
Charleses. I am now Chuck.
Yeah, we got a new Charles, so you're Chuck now.
What's up?
What's going on, Charles? How are you?
Great name.
What's going on, guys? Doing good. Congratulations on 200.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
man.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was,
I'm going to start this now. We're going to take a drink every time someone congratulates. Oh, wait a second. I shouldn't have said that live.
no, we only got
Because
like
he's gonna get a comment.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 6 drinks.
All right.
It's only 6 drinks.
I feel like I've had at least 6, but I'm going to do that every time. Congratulate. I'm going to cheers to it. So,
Cheers.
Nice.
good idea, Charles. See, great names and great things happen when people with
Yeah.
good names.
That's
come
what
together.
happens.
As soon as I can break up this ice.
Easy, guy.
It's all stuck together.
Yeah. So,
What's up, Charles? What do you got?
I figured I'd have something a little different.
Nice.
You know, we were talking about this over on the Discord, but a couple months back, I was on the Four Roses Mellow Moments bourbon board, and kind of wanted to talk about that with y'all. So I figured that'd
Yeah.
be something interesting.
Hell yeah.
So I mean, it was really kind of a crazy experience. You know, they put out this email and they say, you know, we're putting this board together. Fill out these essays, or like 5 or 6 essays you had to write, and I get an email back. They say, "Hey, we need you to be in Kentucky on this day." But they bring us in, and they pull out a couple of the Japanese exclusive stuff. They pull out some old dusty bottles, pulled out a 30-year-old bourbon that was kind of absurd.
Mhm.
And it was pretty cool. So I mean,
What was the end game for it?
you know, I think it was kind of just a glorified focus group is what it seemed to me to be. They had Brent Elliott in there with us. So I guess, you know, normally with a focus group, you're not going to have the master distiller, you know, leading you around and drinking with you.
Mhm.
But they, you know, they asked some feedback on like the samples that they had given out, the sample packs that had the 10 different recipes in it. And, you know, did we buy them? Did we not buy them? Why didn't we buy them? You know, and asked about some stuff that they have in the works. That, you know, they've got their 10 recipes. They're working on 10 more. And so we got to sample the white dog of those, and they didn't have anything that had been aged yet. But
Do you? How many people was it? Was it like a big group, or you were part of a small community?
there were 12 of us, and there were people. There were 2 people from South Carolina. There was another guy. He was down from Myrtle Beach. Had some people from Colorado. There were a couple people from Kentucky. You know, there were 2 or 3, you know, older gentlemen. Their Mellow Moments Club number was, you know, in the 300 range. So they've been around since how young. And
Wow.
you know,
Which one was your
pretty
favorite?
interesting. As far as
Which one of their recipes is your favorite?
oh God. So for the new one, I think it was the seed recipe that they're going to be putting out, which is going to be more of a corn. You know, I guess they're calling it a high corn. That was pretty good for as far as the, you know, but you know, that's all just distillate. So, you know, we'll see what happens in the barrel.
Yeah.
But right now I'm sipping on a OBSF.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's that's Mashville B.
Yeah.
That's the herbal one.
Oh,
Yeah.
what kind of herbs are in it?
And I must have just missed y'all. I was just got back from Kentucky myself.
Oh, really? Where were you at? Where's
I was
I don't
in
even know where
Lexington.
Four Roses is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I drove through Lexington on Friday and Monday.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there Sunday till Tuesday.
Nice. What's your favorite Four Roses release, or is Four Roses even your favorite?
I mean, it's up there. Like it's toward the top for me. I think in our house, you know, Maker's Mark is kind of our top. You know, I proposed to my wife at Maker's Mark.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So that's her favorite, and so by default, that's become my favorite with that.
Fair enough.
You like all the releases of Makers, or just like straight Makers?
I'm a big fan of the cast strength.
Mm-hmm.
She's more into the 46 and some of the private selects.
Yeah, I like 46. 46, but I don't really drink it
46
anymore.
is so
but-
good.
What,
I
y'all like
almost
Four
brought
Roses
that
too?
here.
Or
I almost
Makers?
brought that here tonight.
I've had that.
Love 46. Yeah,
That's good
Makers is
stuff.
good. Makers is good stuff. I should have
Yeah.
brought it.
I do like Four Roses too, though.
Oh, Four Roses is
Fan.
great.
Yeah.
I had Four Roses in a shitty local bar, and I thought, it was the first time I had it. I was like, yeah, this stuff is amazing. It was really
Nice.
good.
Do you like Makers? All Makers or just the regular release? You guys ever look for like the cast strength ones?
Us personally,
I've never
Yeah.
seen it, to be
I've-
honest.
I've seen it once, and I didn't buy it. I probably should have because I've heard so many good things about it.
Yeah.
But I love Makers. I like Makers 46. I should have bought the cask strength. It was. We don't see it very often.
No.
Like it's one of them ones that's more of a special release in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Where do
had
you
a
live
friend
again?
do
Charles?
I'm in Columbia.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a way better whiskey selection down here than they have in Pennsylvania.
Way
Yeah,
better.
yeah. I was up there a year or two ago and found that out the hard way. I was hoping to find some interesting stuff because I was in a different part of the country, and
Nope.
yeah,
Just
those
drive
dreams were
through
dashed.
us. Yeah, anywhere through us, and you'll find something.
But yeah, I had a friend put
Terrible.
together this real interesting blind. Now, it was mostly just because he really does not like Buffalo Trace. And so he set up these blinds where, you would have 2 a day for 5 days or whatever. And it was a Buffalo Trace product versus something else that you could just get. And, of course, the Buffalo Trace product was just, it lost every single round. But that's when we were going back through it, the number one pick out of all 10 samples was a Maker's Cast Strength. And so that beat out, an OWA, it beat out Elmer, Blanton's,
Oh wow.
So the Four Roses single barrels, it beat out basically everything.
It is funny how the Buffalo Trace stuffs don't do well in blinds. Like I've noticed that as well. Because when we teach classes, we do
Yeah,
all of it
yeah.
blind.
Let's say
And
even
it-
our own blinds.
Yeah. They got a good name though. They're great at marketing. I love how they keep
They're
telling
great at
everybody they're the oldest distillery when they're not. I think Buffalo Trace was started in 2002.
Right.
They do have the oldest physical distillery location, so that's what they mean. But they don't say it that way. They say that they're the oldest. It's not true.
It's just good,
Unfortunately,
clever marketing.
They'd have you believe that they've been there since the Buffalo were still there.
correct. Yeah. If you had to pick one whiskey for the rest of your life, what would it be, Charles?
Ooh.
Oh man, that's loaded.
Yeah.
I'll go back to what I was saying earlier. I'll probably go with the Maker's Cast Strength.
Yeah, it's not a bad pick. You like Weeders then?
I think it's just kind of a fresh way to go with it. Yeah. But I like weeded bourbon. I like heavy rye ryes. So I'm kind of on both ends of the spectrum with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I enjoy good 95.5.
Yeah, can't go wrong with 95.5. I like that's one. I think I'd probably pick something from MGP, just like a mysterious MGP barrel, because I for some reason that flavor profile is just something that I like.
Yeah, absolutely. And the new riff ryes, like the single barrel new riff ryes that Drew was just talking about, those
Mhm.
have been phenomenal. The ones that I've had lately, those have just been incredible.
Yeah, I like their new riff was huge for a long time, and then they've kind of just slowed down. I think it's because they cornered the secondary market or the that market for doing barrel picks, and that was it. All right, that is
Yeah, man.
That's
Good talking to
fine.
y'all.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Charles, for coming in. We
Cheers.
appreciate it.
Cheers, Charles.
Thanks for supporting. Yeah,
Thanks for
cheers, man.
changing up
Cheers,
the
buddy.
talk, brother. Cheers.
Yeah, for sure. All right, see you, buddy. All right, next.
How did this buffalo get here? Let me just step back. See it gallop out?
Nice. All right, now we got.
Buffaloes gallop?
Excuse me.
They
Yeah, did
do.
Buffalo Gallop?
Do they gallop? I don't know. I bet they do. They kind
I
of
feel
look like
like
they would
it's-
gallop. All right, Tiffany, you're live from an Airbnb, it looks like.
Yeah. We just got here a little bit ago. So can you guys hear me okay?
Yep, sound great.
Yep. Loud and clear.
What's up, Gus?
Hi, Tiff.
How you doing?
Hi, guys. I was trying to listen
Hello.
early on. You guys just got started. So we just got here. Obviously, we're picking a Detling barrel tomorrow. We're down in Alabama. And I was able to stop a little bit. Let's see if y'all can see. Went in a couple of ABC stores. They're obviously state controlled in Alabama. But they, you have to make them go look in the back because they don't even have it on the freaking shelf. And I'm like, it's the best thing in this state, and it's hiding in the back right now. So, but I was able to get a couple of bottled in bonds and then get about 7 single barrels. So I'm pretty excited about that. So
Nice.
Nice.
actually
Did
just
you,
looked at
did you hear that, Jake
before.
Garner? She's picking a Detling bottle. He was just in the chat talking about Detling, asking if anybody had
Really,
it.
yeah.
Was he
Right
talking
before she
good or
went on.
talking bad?
Talking good. He just said he's an hour away from you and wants to come down there and get it.
Oh, is that my buddy Jake, like Mossy Cypress?
Yep, that's
Customs
him.
Yep.
Jake? Yeah,
Yep,
he can't make it. He's got a hunting trip this weekend. So
Oh.
Jake is the
Priorities.
reason that I even know about Detling. So he did a barrel pick about 18 months ago, and they were raising money for human trafficking in Alabama. So my buddy Joe, the Cast Cowboy, he was on that pick. That's why I bought it. And then I bought 2 picks that Jake has done for nonprofits to raise money through Detling. And then I got a Whiskey Tango Charlie pick last year. And if that one had come a week early, it would have made my Whiskey of the Year. It would have beat out my Frey Ranch pick that Marianne Eves did. But it came in a week late, so it didn't make it for the running. But I'm super excited. Obviously, there's not a lot of information out there about Seth. He doesn't do a lot of stuff publicly. I think TJ changed that when he went out there. When Bruzel ends up showing up somewhere with a group and does a pick and then buys 6 barrels, things change a little bit for you. So a lot of people that didn't know, like, he's really on the map. A lot of people that were just at Kentucky Bourbon Fest, people took bottles and shared it, and now the chatter's happening. So it's funny because Seth doesn't like to let his barrels go. They're like his babies. So it'll be interesting to see how things change. But I can't be more excited about this pick tomorrow. This was a really special one for me.
Yeah. I wish I could have made it. We just, we had, I was supposed to go down there, but we had scheduled this
Don't
podcast.
start with your excuses. Come on.
Tiffany holds the award for the number of times I've been hung up on.
Man,
Gus, can you vouch for me for last week, please?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got Tiffany's side on this one.
For some reason, I get drunk and call Tiffany, and then it gets out of control, and then
Oh,
she
he
just
doesn't
hangs
call
up.
me. He
FaceTime.
FaceTimes me.
Yeah.
FaceTimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's even
FaceTime.
better.
Yeah.
I don't know how
We're-
many FaceTime calls have you gotten from him drunk at 10 o'clock at night? Like, and then we
Not enough.
conferenced his wife in. So yeah, it just got better and better.
Yeah.
Poor
Had
Andy.
to bring the wife in.
I'm
I don't even remember what
actually
we started
jealous.
talking about. You want me to
That is
start?
true.
It's like 11 o'clock at night when I'm shit faced and can't talk straight.
wait, dude.
You're like my uncle. I just usually ignore those calls, though.
It was 9 o'clock, and I was like, oh, well, I had sent him a text, so it was my fault. I didn't know where they were and what they were doing. So, what are
We're
y'all
doing a-
doing? Like, what are y'all drinking? Who all have you talked to tonight?
Oh, we've had a bunch of great people on. We had
Yep.
Cody, Drew, Charles, and then you. And then I'm drinking right now. I'm drinking what did I pour? I poured Eagle Rare because I didn't want to drink something high proof yet. But I guess I could start
Yeah.
here soon.
When you said that you had wine in between the beers, I was like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah. That made my stomach turn too. It's okay.
You know how it goes. Beer
Yeah.
before wine, you're in decline, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that how
Yeah,
it
I've
goes?
heard it.
ah,
I've heard it. I don't think that's true.
Beer before
made that
liquor,
up.
never sicker.
Oh, yeah, sure. Something like that.
Gus, are you drinking? Are you drinking?
Yeah,
back
I
there?
am.
Gus?
I am. I've got so Toasted Barrel.
I hate that bottle. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not like it at all. Now it was only the first
It's not my
pour, so I'm
favorite.
gonna let it sit and I'm gonna give it another try. But I did not care for the first pour out of that bottle. I
Yeah,
really did
I was
not.
not as impressed.
Your palate
Yeah.
changes every 30 minutes, so you could try it again whenever you want.
Yeah.
I thought it was 30 days. It gets
No.
longer when you get older, I'm pretty sure. I Google searched this after you
I wish
told
other
me.
things
Listen to
got
the
longer,
expert.
Yeah,
I don't normally drink
something like
before
that.
a barrel pick, and I was like, I got to come on and hang out with these guys. So let me crack open one of these bottles I just bought today. So
You're gonna drink
That's
for our
hot.
barrel pick. We're doing a pick with Tiffany next month.
yeah,
October
yeah.
5th,
So
right?
October 5th,
Yeah.
the pick's being done completely by veterans out at Hollow Creek Distillery. and it'll release November 9th for Veterans Day weekend. So super excited. You guys will have 4 barrels to pick from. So we have a high rye mash bill and we have a high malt mash bill, and you'll have 2 of each of those to pick from. So
I'm pretty pumped. I'm bringing some degenerate veterans with me that are pretty rough folks to be around when the alcohol is flowing. But yeah, that's for it.
But I did send you some good news today, right? So finally, our NIL bottle launched. So we are the official spirits provider for the University of South Carolina's Garnet Trust, which is who they manage all of South Carolina's NIL for their athletics. They're the official provider now. So we're now their spirits provider. We're the only spirits provider that they have. So we launched our vodka. Garnet and black bottle looks really good. It's just at the distillery for the weekend, and next week it'll start hitting stores. But we're really excited. So to be a small distillery, they'll be 10 years old in December. It's a husband and wife team that still has full-time jobs as engineers. So, we're open 2.5 days a week. This is going to be really huge. This is going to change a lot of things, and really excited for all the hard work that they've put in over the years and to see that really take off right now.
And they couldn't have hired a better person to be promoting their brand. I'll tell you, Tiffany's
Honestly,
all these comments
awesome.
in here. Tiffany knows her stuff. Tiffany's the GOAT. Like,
she's the GOAT.
people know.
People.
Ask him if he's drinking birthday beer.
Tiffany, Jake wants to know what bottles you got today.
So hey, go grab another bottle because I think there was a 54 month. These are Detling picks that I'm guessing just Seth picked. So I've got a single barrel, which everything is 6 grain as far as I know. This is a 59 month pick. Joanna's gonna go check because I thought I saw a 54 month, but I could be wrong. Check that other box that was open. These probably all the same because they're in the same box. We got the
Hey,
bottle and
JoJo.
bond. Hello. I tried to get her to make an appearance. I don't know if you can get her to say hi in the next 3 minutes, but I was like, Matt's gonna be upset if you don't get on here and say hi.
You got it. I need to see your face in a hand wave for sure.
Yeah, so I actually got lucky, Jake. So I got as best as I can tell, a 54 month and a 59 month. So I actually ended up with 2 different barrels. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then, did you bring the bottled and bond? So if you guys haven't had the bottled and bond, this is the old one that I already have open. But when I opened this one, it was like an old school cherry soda. Like if you were at the fountain
Really?
and they were like mixing all the ingredients like separately, it was so good. And I'm trying to find. Yes, I think I got a different year release, so I'm getting old. 2019. This is what I love about them. These might be the same one. No, different. These are different batches. So
This is 2018.
2018. Shit. So I got 3 different batches now, bottled and bond. I'm such a
Wow.
fucking nerd.
Nice.
Can I
That's
say
awesome.
that?
You can say whatever you want. You should bring your favorite to the pick and let me try it when we're done.
I'll bring them all and let you try them.
Okay. So
I
Is
would
Annie
farm.
coming so she can drive? Like she is coming with us, right? Like.
yeah, I think I guess she needs to go. She's not she's with her folks this weekend, so she's not watching, but she's gonna listen later. So Andy, you're driving. Tiffany just said you have to. So
Yeah. I probably wouldn't be watching either if I was with my parents. So
yeah, no, because you have no idea what's gonna happen on here.
yeah, none.
That's a good point.
Well, you got 1 minute. Is there anything that you want me to say or any questions anybody had?
There's a thing you can say that makes us all drink. Did you hear that?
No, because we've been on the back roads of Alabama, so I haven't had great signal.
So what are you on right now? Episode what?
Episode 200.
There we go.
Here's
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. One
Joanna
branch is
just
good.
said say it again. Joanna said say it again. 200.
Okay. It's actually
200.
congrats on episode 200, but we let 200 just 200 fly.
Yeah. Well, hey,
There we go.
congrats.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
thanks.
All right.
Your
Thank
minute
you,
up, yet?
Tiffany.
No.
We appreciate you taking the time to come out here. I know you're busy today, so it was
No,
very cool.
Congratulations, you guys. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yep, you will. Thank you.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Tiffany.
All right. Next.
She was sweet, man. She was awesome.
Yeah.
Next, we got a guy with his camera off.
Uh-oh.
That's not allowed, is it?
I'm just kidding.
There he is.
Hi.
All right. This is for those that don't know, Peter's the head distiller at Burnt Church Distillery. Oh, look at that. He's pouring some Anita's Choice right there.
Look at that.
Nice.
I don't have one up here. I'd do the same. I guess I can go high proof now, though. We'll go to this 132.4 proof Old Forester. We'll knock that out.
Ew.
So I heard you're in town hanging out with 2 more of my friends.
What was that? Sorry,
I said you're out there hanging out with two more of my friends today.
Oh yeah. I'm meeting Jeff here in a little bit.
And then
I'm over
Stark's
here
out
at,
there too.
Yeah, I'm over here at New Realm Brewing and Distilling in Greenville.
Nice. What's
So-
the event? I know there's an event.
Yeah, it's Euphoria. It's pretty much Greenville's food festival. So we're up here and we're going to be at
Nice.
the baseball stadium serving alcohol for the next 2 days.
Hell yeah. That's not a bad way to spend a weekend.
No.
No, trying their
Especially when it's
bourbon
paid.
right now.
What'd you
So-
bring to share?
To share, oh shit, we got our Confession bourbon, Johnny Fever, Anita's Choice, Bluffton whiskey, and then I brought up some of our agave spirits.
Nice.
So a little bit of everything.
What do you want to talk about for the next 9 minutes and 4 seconds?
I don't know, man. I have no idea. I'm just calling in.
Well, I guess we could ask you
Just
questions.
here to chill.
Well, how about you, Chuck, or Charles? Are you Charles again?
We have
I'm
a
Charles
question
again.
for Josh. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Instruct.
Yeah, Charles and Austin. Or if anybody in the chat has a question for a head
Josh
distiller.
does.
Yeah, Josh, go ahead.
Oh,
read it.
Josh also said congratulations on episode 200. So we have to drink.
Ah, shit.
Gosh.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
All right, what's the question?
It said, "Is the new Anita's Choice distilled in South Carolina?"
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
I
it
made
is.
all that stuff in 2021.
Head distiller. I got some questions for you, Peter. How do you
Uh,
get into being a head distiller? Like, how does that become a thing for you? How has that become a thing for you?
It started back when I was going to Clemson. I didn't really like going to school, and I ordered everything I needed to make alcohol online and fell in love with it, and still didn't like going to school and just kept making alcohol. By the time I was in my last semester, I started distilling up here actually in Greenville and going to school full time. And worked my way up from the bottom all the way to the top, and then busted my ass and made no money. And so it's kind of been a long ride, but been a little bit of everywhere and pretty much made everything you can make.
Yes.
Nice.
What's your favorite?
Cool.
Well, what else? Well, I'll let you guys ask more questions. I talk to him all the time.
Yeah. So my next question would follow up. Are you a family man? You got a wife, kids yet? Any of that? I don't know how old you are.
No, I'm 34 and I'm newly single, so no
Hey,
wife,
oh,
no
no.
kids, no girlfriend.
34. Cheers to that. It's a
Yeah.
great age. Well,
You're
the
newly
reason I
single.
asked
Well,
that,
we'll talk about that later.
listen, yeah, the reason I asked that is because, I mean, you guys talk about it all the time. Like the head distiller thing it tends to be like a generational thing that you pass down, to your kids, and then they take it over for so many years, and it just becomes like a big family type event. So that's why I led with that question to ask the next one, which we can just leave off the table because but is that future plan something that you're looking to pass on to the next generation?
Yeah, I would love to. If I ever get to that point in my life, definitely love to pass it down.
There you go.
It's kind of funny because my dad's actually a priest, so I kind of went the opposite way.
Somehow I missed that in all of our conversations. What?
I remember that because I remember thinking about that country singer we used to do stuff with the other company. That his
Yeah.
dad was a priest and he was out there fornicating
right.
and singing country songs.
Uh,
That's
What's
all right.
your-
I mean, is that the inspiration behind the name, or where does the name kind of come from?
oh,
No, so Burnt Church and everything we do down there is it's all history related to the Low Country of South Carolina. So it just so happens to be a coincidence that my dad's a priest and I work for a company named Burnt Church. So
and to
Probably
hit on
love
his
that.
point about Anita's Choice stuff being history related, Anita's Choice is actually named after shoot, what's the name? It's just so small.
Here you go.
it's Anita Pulitzer.
Yeah,
She was
there you go.
from Charleston, and she was credited with getting the 19th Amendment passed.
Which we all know. Which we all know word for word.
Of course. Oh, I was gonna say we all know is, the worst amendment, but maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Hey, women are people
Is that
too.
humor allowed here? I don't know. It's episode 200. I just
No,
figured
you're
that
good.
humor was allowed. Okay.
No, humor's great. Yeah, I just said women are people too.
Listen, they all want the 19th Amendment until they have 19th Amendment type stuff come up, and then it's like, hey, I'm a woman. What do you mean? You can't punch me in the face. You can't.
Yeah.
What
that
does
kind
that
of
have
thing.
to do with the right?
Well, the
to
19th
vote?
Amendment gave the women the right to
Well,
vote. That's what it has. To
I
say.
understand. Like, right to vote was the first start, though, of women becoming noticed as actual citizens in our country, right? Like, that's the start of it. You can
Yeah.
vote. You're now a person, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. The way I
And they
took
still
it.
claim that they want as many rights as guns have. And I'm like, well, you're not allowed in a school anymore. I mean, there's a lot of things guns can't do that you can do as a woman. So that doesn't make a ton of sense to me. But I'm also
All right,
not a
sorry
woman,
for
so I don't
that,
know.
Joel. Yeah.
And I've also heard that nobody really knows what a woman is anymore. Okay.
That's true. All right. I'm sorry. That was bad humor, and I'm taking it all back. And I'm glad that Tiff was already on, so she doesn't have to yell at me.
She would have probably joined in with you and started trashing if I'm guessing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nobody else
Yeah,
has any
what-
questions for a head distiller? Come on.
What are you drinking?
Yeah, what are you drinking?
I am trying New Realms bourbon. It's a mix of Kentucky and Tennessee bourbon that's over 4 years old.
And
It's
that to me, in South Carolina. So in order for a brewery, because this conversation came up with Tiffany last week. In order for a brewery to start selling liquor, is it literally just that one? All they got to do is get that one license that allows them to distill, since they already brew.
In South Carolina, well, their distillery is actually in Georgia.
Oh,
They just call all of them brewery distillery. They have multiple locations. In South Carolina, I don't know what the actual laws are, because I don't know if there is one that actually is making both.
there's one that just started,
but
and I can't remember who it is.
But I mean, as far as them serving liquor, they can all serve liquor. They just need a liquor license and they can serve it. The brewing, and the distilling part, I'm guessing they just have to buy the permits, which in South Carolina to get a distilling permit, it's only $5,000. So
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I looked up, and it just said that you have to pay for that permit. I think it was everything said and done was like 7 after everything, but then you got to buy a still.
yeah,
Just a still.
You're selling a lot of beer if you could buy a still. I'll say that.
Yeah. Shit.
Well, you can also go to China and get a still for like $5,000. It's a piece of shit. So I mean, it just depends on what you want to do.
Yeah. Unlike
Tell me how you
Burnt
really
Church
feel.
with quality Vendome copper in there.
That's right.
Yeah, you gotta have the best if you want to make the best, right?
It's a work of art.
fact.
That's right.
Yes.
That is a fact.
All right, I got another question for you. Since my brother-in-law is like a head brewer, and he loves to like kind of pick and choose of trying to like create new flavors, new beers, and that kind of stuff. How many different like recipes do you go through before you get something that you're like, hey, this one is going to be the next one in the lineup?
Good question.
One.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't.
You just
all I got
go all in on
what-
one.
What I do is I take every grain that I've never tasted before and I distill it out. I make a small batch, distill it out all by itself, and then understand what that flavor profile is, and then I pair it with other flavor profiles based on what everything is, and then I'm good to go.
Nice.
Sweet.
Super interesting.
Yeah.
Or if y'all tried the Black Seashore Rye. I didn't even test that one out. I just made that one just because I wanted to.
That one was my favorite.
It was good.
So
It was really good.
It
All right, that's your
usually
time, bro. You're out. No, stop talking. You're done.
doesn't- All right, bye.
Hey, appreciate
Love
it.
you.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for coming
coming
on,
on,
dude. Thanks for coming on.
Thank
We
you.
love you.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye. I love y'all.
See ya.
Hell yeah. Oh, look at us. We got.
Wild format, dude.
It is.
Absolutely wild.
I know it's so crazy. I'm so glad
fun.
we decided to do this.
Why don't we do this more often?
I don't know. Is Sheffrey driving?
Oh yeah, here I am.
Hey.
I love
Oh,
good
boy.
decisions like this. We're
This is
live
live.
on a
Yeah.
podcast with a guy driving.
So
It's
we left
AI.
at fucking 3 o'clock, dude, and I'm still driving to Greenville.
Damn.
Traffic is horrendous.
Well, welcome to South Carolina, brother.
Yeah.
What are you are you going to meet Peter tonight? Are you guys gonna get turned up? It's already 8:30.
Yeah, we're gonna get turned up tonight, turned up tomorrow, dude, and just keep on going all weekend.
Fuck. I might cancel all my plans and come up tomorrow. I don't know.
The VIP party ends at midnight tonight.
Well, I can't come tonight. I'm already drunk, but I can come tomorrow because Stark said he'd give me tickets.
Yeah, we get you in.
Yeah. Well, I know you just sneaked me in. Last time we did this, what did I do? I wore a Miller's hat and I walked right in.
Yeah, that was the same thing I got Starks in last year. Because he wanted to come for what I did. I just gave him my badge, and he just walked in, and he was good to go. He was ready to party.
Yeah. Yeah. So Chef Jeff here, he's the best, in my opinion, chef in Charleston. Makes some crazy shit, but he does a special every day. Every single day, he creates a brand new special that no one's ever had, and it's always a banger. It's nuts. You guys have any questions for a chef?
I do, but like first and foremost, like you're driving right now, Jeff. What are you drinking?
If I know Jeff, Miller Lite.
But there was a little something tasty in there earlier, and we stopped at a
That
Mexican
coffee.
here.
Yeah.
Nice.
We have the
well,
best friend.
Austin at one point wasn't inspiring to be chef.
I was.
So you should have all kinds of.
I do have all kinds of
Good
questions,
question.
but first and foremost, Jeff, like if you just had to make a dish for yourself, what's your go-to dish for you?
A go-to dish?
Yeah,
Yes.
just for you at home.
Oh boy, that's a tough one. Probably a PB&J.
Yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Chunky or smooth?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm not a fucking freak, dude. Smooth. What type of animal are you that you want chunky?
All right. Grape or strawberry jelly?
I'm gonna say strawberry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Those Uncrustables, the strawberry ones are my favorite too. By the
Oh,
way,
those are delicious.
phenomenal.
It's a good thing I got a child, so they're always in the house. So
You got to toast them though.
No, I freeze
yeah.
mine and then I don't let them thaw all the way out. But like
have you
that
ever,
little
have
bit
you
of
ever
bite
deep
to
fried
it.
one?
Oh, there you go.
Deep
right
fried?
Oh, yeah.
I did. It was very
Yeah.
good.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
I heard that and I was like, I'm gonna try it. So I did. I air fried it. I mean, I didn't.
not
It's
the same.
kind of the same
Not the
thing.
same.
But I know. I'm
What
from
kind
the
of oil?
north, not the south. Okay, we air fry, not
He's from the north.
deep fry. Oh well,
Yeah, I'm
you
originally
should tell
from
me that.
Connecticut. Yeah. You didn't
Connecticut.
Where
He's
you from?
further
Connecticut,
ask. North Haven.
North Haven.
North Haven. All right.
Well, good to have you, eh?
Yeah,
Hey,
oh,
Chef,
I
I
know
have
it's not Connecticut,
I
but
have a
that's
question for you.
north, dude.
I have a question for you. So when I go to a new restaurant, oftentimes if I can't decide what I want to order, what I will order a burger and judge a restaurant off of the burger.
Why?
Because I feel like if you can't do
fair?
a burger well, this is why I'm asking. I'm asking the chef. Is it fair to judge a restaurant off of one dish, like a burger?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Especially over something very simple. Something simple should be one of the best dishes on the menu. So
Yeah.
if you go to a place and you can't do a good burger, do you think they're going to do something even better?
Right.
That's a good point.
That's my
That is
that's
a
my
good
thought
point.
process.
What's your favorite style burger? Like, what's your go-to when you get a burger? Is it what are you putting on it? Is it just a standard burger, or you like something with like barbecue?
Smash burger. Or,
Yeah.
Well, just simple. I like a bacon cheddar, some jalapenos
Okay.
on there, and a little bit of Ramunda cheese.
You gotta have it. You gotta have the Fremunda.
It's good
Yeah,
The
flavor.
you have
stinky
to.
cheese.
And
It
if
is
you
a
never
stinky
had it-
cheese.
Bam.
If you never had it, you
I-
got to go out there and get it.
We got the cheese house right up the road, so
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh,
The whole house
Oh,
full
yeah,
of
they
it.
probably got a lot of that there.
probably got a lot of that there. So Jeff, I'm curious, like
Yeah.
every few years, and this might even be like a just like a time frame sort of question for you. Every few years, I feel like something new comes out in the culinary world. Like the most recent I want to say is like just guys smoking stuff. Maybe a little bit before that was like sous vide. In your opinion, what's the next best thing that's coming up the pipe?
I feel like unfortunately, it's going to be something probably which it is good at the same point, but I feel like that's definitely the big trend.
You broke up.
So,
Say it again.
Yeah,
Say it again.
something to do with that. No, it's definitely going to be something vegetarian, I believe.
Oh.
Some type of trend.
Oh no. Oh
So
no.
like
I know.
beyond meat.
No, it's fucking gross, dude.
Did you see overnight all of Kevin Hart's vegan restaurants in LA shut down overnight?
Yeah.
Why? Because of P. Diddy?
Oh, good.
Because of P. Diddy?
Probably.
Dude, that's pretty wild. We looked that up this morning. Do you know how many charges of like drugging people and molesting and rape he's getting? He's fucked.
It's getting bad. It's
How
getting
many
serious,
bottles
and there's a
of
lot of
baby oil
people worried.
1,000 bottles of baby oil
Yeah.
in that house.
Nuts.
And he's denied bail. Good for him.
Twice denied bail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because they know he can pay
he's
for
in
it.
for it. He's gonna
He'd
flip.
disappear with Epstein and end up on some island alone, living the life.
His deal that they tried to work out some sort of deal for his bond, and it included like a lien on his house or some shit, or his house as collateral.
He offered like $50 million or something.
And they were like, nah.
Wow. Because they know he's
Now,
gone.
in jail
He's
right now.
done.
Who has the better name now? P. Diddy or R. Kelly in jail?
Ooh.
I mean, I think what he did is just minimal compared to P. Diddy at this point.
Would he pee on somebody? No big deal. Let
Yeah,
that
just
guy
peed
out.
on somebody. Like, come on, that's just a kink nowadays. I guess
yeah.
that's a big deal.
Eat on you. Drip, drip, drip. Here we go.
Yeah, just a little golden shower. That's it now. So he's probably looking pretty good.
Yeah. 100%. Is there anything you wanted to talk about, Jeff? You got 2 minutes and 10 seconds left.
Question for the bow hunters over there. So what is the big difference, your thoughts of your compound bows versus people that use crossbows?
Usually a balls and penis would be my first.
Oh, shit.
Somebody
Why
that has
that?
all of their limbs versus somebody that may be missing limbs.
Yeah, if you're old
or
and you
adult
can't pull-
versus child.
Yeah. Yeah, a child. If you're an able-bodied man, you should be pulling the bow back. And we get a lot of shit, a lot of hate for that. The comments are probably going to start giving us some here in a second. But
You're welcome for that.
Yeah, I mean, my honest opinion is that if you're able to and you can, you should use a compound bow, not
A vertical bow.
a vertical bow.
Yeah.
A vertical bow, not just for
Atlatl.
like the whatever, but for the simple fact that it is such a better experience.
Mhm.
It's such a better experience to not be looking through a scope when you're shooting at an animal with a trigger, but you have, the whole personal feel behind hunting with a bow, which you have to put a lot of work into, a lot of practice, draw back, get everything right, and then execute a good shot. So that's my opinion. But, I think a crossbow is a great starter piece. It's a great getting people in the outdoors piece, and then transition piece. And that's how I feel about it.
And then most trad hunters would say that a compound bow is a great starter piece to get you into being a real man and shooting a trad bow.
And then if
And
you really
sometimes
enjoy
that's
that
good.
personal touch, wait until you stab one for the first time.
Yeah, you got to Rambo it.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
Spear.
Wheels are for cars.
Wheels are for cars. Nice. Hell yeah.
That's how I
All right,
feel.
Jeff, thank you so much for coming in, man.
Yeah.
I know you're busy, you're driving. You got a car full. Oh, you got the whole crew in there. What's up, fellas?
That's
Yeah.
up.
We're rolling.
Damn,
All
now
right,
I really might cancel my plans tomorrow. We'll see.
Be a man. Let's see it. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Now you just
Yeah,
called
don't
you
be a
out, man.
crossbow shooter.
Oh, congrats, 200. You can take a shot now.
Shit.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers.
You're welcome. All right,
Appreciate you.
later. All right.
Best of luck chefing.
See ya.
Yeah.
This is
I already
going
made fun
well.
of women on here. What else can I do wrong?
Oh
Like,
my goodness.
We've done a lot. We've done a lot already. Now we got Derek.
What's up, man? How y'all doing today?
Derek, you see that name thing that I did? How
I
come
see
you're not
that.
doing that on your live? Look at that.
Because I'm not as squared away as you. That's why. We all
That's
know
why we
this.
haven't had one of those in like 2 people.
Oh, I probably just keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Derek is owns the Guinness World Record for the longest live stream on a boat in South Carolina, I think.
Oh, okay. That's where
That's
I
awesome.
remember
Our,
kind of
our live
joining,
stream
and
got screwed.
that was a
though,
long
huh?
one.
We
Yeah,
lost
ours
that one.
so we did a live stream together that was so long that YouTube shut it off. How long was it? It was 48 hours?
No, it wasn't that long, but I think it was close to 30, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's like
It
28,
was in the
29
30s,
hours.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Might have been-
Derek
you're right,
looks
it might-
Derek
Huh?
looks shockingly similar to the Mandalorian. I'm just gonna say that.
I don't know what that looks like.
Oh, he took his,
They
took his
the guys
mask
the
off.
guys at work say that stuff too. They
I'm
say
just
that-
saying, dude. It's pretty stark.
He took his helmet
Oh,
off.
the actor.
Good for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't remember what his name is.
I don't
I'm about to pull it
either.
up because now I'm
Pascal,
curious.
Pedro Pascal, I think.
He's the Mandalorian. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal. Yeah, you do kind of
Yeah.
look like
Oh,
him.
man.
I actually know who he is. Yeah.
Yeah,
You kinda
dude.
look
I'm
like
just
Pedro
saying.
Pascal.
Good for
Nice.
you.
I'll take it.
That's a good
There you
compliment.
go.
You're-
He's a
You don't have the
handsome- he's a
accent.
handsome
Though. He's got a
gentleman.
sexy accent.
No, yeah, I don't have that. I don't have
Work
that.
on it.
I
work
do
on
want
it.
to follow up to Jeff though, because that has me a little heated where he says veggies are gonna be the next trend, something vegetarian. So
don't
for
feel
the
that
other
way.
Can you believe that?
the other
shit?
guys in here, I know Matt knows that I sling sausage all over the southeast.
It's
I'm
fact.
actually not going to Euphoria in Greenville. I actually got to get in a car tomorrow morning and head down to Florida for a food show in Lauderdale. But
Nice.
but yeah, y'all have fun up there. Matt, you need to go. I'm actually really jealous that I'm not going.
Fuck.
But
I feel like I'm gonna have to
I was
go.
really hoping you were going to say you're going down to Florida for a sausage fest because that would have been just great. But you let me
eh,
down.
Derek, for those that don't know, Derek is a crazy madman. So the thing he's in right now is actually a barge, and it's got like a smoker and a full kitchen in it. And he live streams from this barge and cooks food with like chefs in the area. And so we did July 4th together, and we made some barbecue. We got shit faced. The boat lost its prop halfway to the boat goes
Yeah.
like 2 miles an hour.
one of y'all's viewers is the one that actually
Yeah.
like saved the night.
Yeah,
Like it
Matt
was
Blood.
Matt Blood. We lost the prop right up there on the Stono by the executive airport, and Matt goes, "Hey, somebody says he's got a prop for us," and it's what time was it? It was like 1.
It was
No,
like midnight.
midnight,
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
He
And,
drove you had a friend that had, well, I'll let you tell the story.
Yeah. My friend Say was on the water, so we'd passed him earlier, right? Like Matt said, he passed us earlier because we don't pass anything. But he passed us earlier and went drinking at the Crab House, and he when we spun it, Matt's like, "Dude, I got somebody who meet us at the Solid Green Landing." I'm like, "Shit!" So I call Say, and Say goes to the Solid Green Landing, picks up the prop, and we get back underway.
Yeah, it was the epitome of
Awesome.
it's all about who you know in life. That's
Oh yeah,
like
Yeah.
making money is one thing. Like I think I don't recommend anybody do that, but I recommend you meet people and know people because you never know, man. Like, what are the chances that they had a prop that fit a barge?
Yeah.
And he was watching our YouTube or our,
And it was-
Instagram.
it
Not
was
one of those.
July 3rd. It was July 3rd.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's the
at
craziest
midnight.
thing.
Who's
Yeah.
awake at midnight on July 3rd?
Oh, if they're setting off fireworks,
Yeah.
celebrating our freedom.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
July 4th.
Yeah,
July
what
3rd
a
was
Wow.
champ
just
though.
sleeping.
When you're
Well,
from
yeah.
the firework capital of the United States, that's from June 4th to August 4th. So
We have fireworks year
Sorry.
round here.
Actually, on the way out of town tomorrow, I gotta swing by Herbie's and bring some fireworks down to Miami with me.
You
I
should.
get-
Go.
I get people to get orders. They're like, "Oh, you're coming down? Can you stop by that place and get me the fireworks again?" And it's like, "Sure."
Yeah.
That's cool.
Slinkity chasers.
I like snakes and sparklers. That's fine.
whiskers do, whisker don't.
With the fiddlestick.
Oh man.
So what else is new, Derek?
Not a whole lot, man. Just kind of I'm living on the boat now, so that's new.
Are you?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Not paying
It's
property
way
taxes. Then,
cheaper.
huh?
No, he's paying
Well,
property
it's the
tax.
state of South Carolina. You pay property tax.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. It is definitely classified as property, but no,
Just
it's pretty
float
cool.
to a different state.
There's
Problem
that.
solved.
There's
know?
that.
You
But
definitely could.
I'm-
How would they even catch you? Well, I guess I mean you get eight. I think DNR screws with you quite a bit, huh?
DNR no, you've seen it. They just kind of like come by and wave and make sure. I ain't got any free food for them.
Yeah.
So
There you go. I do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, Matt's not telling you. I mean, we gave out like 60 sausages that day.
Dude. We've done that a lot of times. We're just giving out food. He used to sell it, but DHEC screwed him when he changed his chassis on his boat, and so now he can't sell it. So everything's free. So he's still doing the same thing. He just can't make any money.
I'm just genuinely super curious right now. What kind of sausages are we talking about? I'm starving right now.
Yeah,
The
no, I'm
ones
sure.
between your legs, bro.
Yeah, dude.
60 of
No.
them?
60 of them.
60
It was
dudes.
pretty raw by the end of the day.
That's a bag of sausages there if I've ever seen one. Like, that's a bushel.
Now Derek works for a food distributor, and they're their sausages. I don't know if you want
Yeah.
to plug them. Or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually Jeff buys some of ours. Chef Jeff that was on a minute ago. He buys some. So Cooper River Farm, it's a local sausage that I sell. And I mean, it's in Pugins, it's in Miller's All Day. We make a couple other proprietary stuff for like Home Team and Swig and Swine and stuff like that, local wise. And then like up in North Carolina, I got Max Speed Shop. I don't know if y'all are familiar with them, but they're a barbecue joint with almost a dozen locations in North Carolina. That's what I do. But the what do we give out that day? The one I love to give out is the jalapeno cheddar.
It's so good.
Everyone loves that. And
Solid.
then we got another one that's considered like we call it the Southern Classic. It's a smokehouse ready sausage. If you know the sausage that they butterfly and put on a biscuit at either Hardee's or Bojangles for breakfast, it's got a very similar flavor profile to that. It's just a lot cleaner sausage. So what we do is butts and bellies. We use all butts and belly trim because we do some center cut bacon, dry cured hand rubbed center cut bacon. So we produce a lot of belly trim from that, and then our center cut bellies. Like Lewis, if you ever go to Lewis on Mondays, they have their they have the pork belly special on Mondays.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's our bellies.
Delicious.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, what's fun about it is Derek live streams on YouTube, and we float around. Like he'll just barge up, take the barge, put the spuds down, sit there, and he has all these people in chat that come in and just absolutely love it. And it's mostly dudes. So when I'm there, like my job, they know, they call me Whiskey, but my job is to go out and get chicks. So we'll pull up a sandbars, and I'll jump off. They'll be like, "Hey, Matt or Whiskey, it's time for some guests." And so I'll dive off and I'll go to all these chicks in bathing suits and bring them up on the barge. And then
Matt's
YouTube
a pretty
just
good
goes right
wrangler. He's a pretty good wrangler.
Beard.
So
It's the
It's just
beard.
like Drew said. You just ask, and the worst they could say is no. But nobody says no to free food at a sandbar in the middle of the
And
water.
were you there that day, or no? You didn't come out at the end of the month, did you? In July, did you see that mom and daughter that lady and tramped a sausage on the bow of the boat?
No.
It was pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting.
Is this
Damn,
on a
I gotta-
private
I gotta
YouTube
up that.
video?
No, it's
or
totally public, dude. It's
It was
You got
literally
a new
public, and
subscriber tonight.
yeah.
well, he goes live every June and July, or July and
Yeah.
August.
No,
All
June,
the
July.
enti-
Yeah.
The entire month of July and August, he was live every single day, cooking shit on a boat. It's a
That's
great
sick.
it's a great platform. Cool idea. I love it. It's always a
You're
pleasure when
saying-
I get an invite.
Let me get it straight. You're saying that 2 chicks did that with your sausage on live.
Yeah.
And I missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, you can go
That
watch
must be
it.
good
All his
sausage.
lives are on his
You
YouTube.
can-
You go to the Food Boat Charleston on YouTube, and you can watch it.
There you go.
No,
Quality
100%.
sausage.
100%. Go watch it. Before y'all kick me off here, let me see if I think I got a screen grab from it, just so you can. It was.
Well, wait.
was-
Our last guest is here, but he's our last guest, so we can push him a couple minutes. No big deal. He just thumbs up, Brian. You're good, right? Yep, thumbs up.
While I'm looking for it, I guess congratulations on 200.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
But
Derek doesn't drink.
Glad I
but
made that rule, but
Spicy.
it is, isn't it?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh my good googly moogly.
They lean more towards the tramp.
Mother
than
daughter
lady.
is
I
kind of
like it.
weird, but I think there's a lot of fetishes for that, right?
I'm sure they're all over. The only one I
I'm
think
half
more than
for it.
that is like stepsister, right?
Yeah. And getting stuck in washing machines. How'd you get stuck in a washing
Stuck in
machine?
the dryer, bro.
Or under
Like
the
the new
coffee
hot
table or
trend.
wherever, right? I
Yeah,
mean, they get
yeah.
stuck
That
in the
is the new
strangest
hot
places.
trend.
It's so
Yeah.
crazy. I never would have thought that would be a trend, getting stuck in places that no one gets stuck in.
Right. Like easy to get out of. I don't understand it.
Derek, thank you so much for
All right.
coming on, man.
Yep. No, thanks for having me. Y'all have a great night. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
anytime.
Hey,
dude.
Derek.
We should
Screw
do a podcast, by
vegetarian.
the way. We need to do a podcast together.
We need to.
Yeah,
need
we
to.
will. We'll set it up.
All right. Okay.
See ya. All right. Final guy.
Final.
Ruh-roh.
Then there was
Final.
one.
Final.
The descendant of the Duor's fortune.
Yeah,
Rion
that's
podcast.
that's me.
What's going on,
Hey, we
Brian? How you
follow
doing, man?
you on Instagram.
That's
Nice.
terrifying.
We do.
Yeah,
I jump on his lives every once
I
in a
do
while.
yeah,
too.
you guys do.
Nice. Oh
Yeah.
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 Yep.
See, it's all one big community. The hunting and the whiskey community. We're all kind of because Brian's a huge hunter too. Like
Yeah.
it's all one big community, man. It's that's why we love having we just like doing it, just meeting people and hanging out with the same people with the same passions. So what's going on, Brian? What do you got?
I'm drinking a 173 proof 10-year of our rye.
Wow, 173.
Good.
Yeah,
Gravy.
I had
What's
to
that
put it
bottle
in a
look
mason
like?
jar.
Oh, I was about to say that's
Oh.
gonna blow the lid, dude.
I was like,
Yeah, blows the lid.
Yeah. Are you gonna sell that?
No, so we only have a little bit left, so we're giving it to all of our employees.
Oh, perfect.
That's
Yeah,
a beautiful
since,
thing right there.
Sweet.
yeah, since we just had our 10-year anniversary, we're gonna give it to all of them.
Nice.
Yeah. And Brian works for 10th Mountain Whiskey in Vail,
Yeah.
Colorado.
Yep.
And we had him
Nice.
down we had a podcast together, and he said the mistake of I want to hunt. I want to see what it's like to hunt opening day in South Carolina. And he came down here last year.
Sure
and
did.
how long we made it the first night, we all made it. And then the next morning, I think once the sun got up, you were like, I'm done.
Yep. That was about accurate.
It's hot as
Yeah.
fuck.
You're the guy we heard all the stories about. You're the
Yeah.
one.
Oh no.
The only
Then we had
it was the only brave soul that's taken us up on
Yeah,
the offer. to
props-
come
yeah,
down
Yeah,
and
I
hunt
mean-
opening
To
day.
you, man.
You guys invite me out hunting anywhere, I'll come. It doesn't matter where I'm at.
Yeah. It's a
Ever
good
on
time.
Pennsylvania.
Don't tempt me. I'll come out.
Say you swear.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. You say
This
I'm
is
coming
exactly
out to
how the
hunt.
conversation went on our podcast.
You have to say, I
Yep.
swear I'll come out. I swear.
I swear I'll come out.
There you go.
He's gonna
And he
come.
brings whiskey with him, so that's good too.
I
Plus.
do. I
That's-
bring a lot of
That's why I
whiskey.
invited him. I don't know, selfishly.
Yeah.
Shot. No, I just
That's
got
awesome.
done with an elk hunt, and unfortunately, the bull I shot got shot by a muzzleloader hunter because I was hunting in public land, and guys decided it was theirs and not mine. And
Yeah, that's always.
I had a bow, and they had bigger guns, so I was not going to fuck with them when I was in the middle of the forest by myself.
You didn't say like show me a bullet wound?
I tried. They wouldn't flip over the elk.
Man.
What kind of what kind of elk was it? What can you
Pissed.
describe it?
It was a
4x4,
6x6.
5x5?
No, it was a
I would have
6x6.
fought him. I'd have
I would
fought
have
him.
fought too.
I mean, I have a 6x7 hanging up in my office or in my living room
Okay.
right now.
I would have fought him.
But it was probably the biggest bull I've ever shot. It was a 350 plus.
Oh my
Mm.
gosh.
The bases were probably that big.
Damn.
Oh,
How close were you to him?
50 yards.
That's a good
Oh
shot.
man.
That's
Nice.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wait,
Arrow-
I need to hear about the hunt. Describe the hunt.
Yeah, tell us the hunt. We got nobody after you, so we can go as long as we want.
Yeah. I have
Yeah,
to pee,
no,
but
I-
I'll wait.
So I go up every single year with my family and a few friends. I was able to I guide hunts for a living as well for a nonprofit. Takes veterans hunting and fishing around the world for free. So I'm a professional guide here in Colorado, and then I'm working on my PH in South Africa right now. I have to go back next year to finish it. But I go up to this one spot. It's called Craig, Colorado. It's 9,200 feet to 10,000 feet. It's where we hike. You're going about 5 miles a day on average through deep timber and heavy aspens and pine trees. It just depends on where you're at, but 90% of it's deadfall that you're trying to walk through to get this in. I was calling it for about 20 minutes. It finally started to come out of the deadfall into this wallow. It was about 110 yards away when it was coming out, pushed it right in front of it, right into the middle of the wallow, got a clean shot off, hit it right behind the shoulder. Arrow stuck in and stayed in, and then I saw it run off, and I heard it go down this hill. And I've been hunting there for about 20 years now, so I know every pocket of this area. It popped out on the other side, and all I hear is a bang, and all you hear me yell is "fuck" as loud as I can. And I know they heard me. I went around, couldn't find the arrow, couldn't find anything, found the blood trail leading down to it, showed them the blood trail. They're like, "It's still ours." Yeah.
Because they finished it. So they're like,
Yeah.
we are
Like,
the ones that
fuck
actually
it
killed
is.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck. Yeah, that's
I didn't know that there was a muzzleloader season this early. I
Yeah,
guess it is
so
kind of mid-September.
Colorado has it.
Second week in September.
Yeah.
Second week.
Because we bow hunted when we bow hunted Colorado, it was muzzleloader
Right.
season.
Yeah,
Because
so
we would have
it's-
killed something if we had a fucking muzzleloader.
That's right.
Well, you guys need to come back up here. There's an over-the-counter that you guys can do next year because it hasn't
Go on.
officially passed yet. And then I'll guide you on a property right behind me. That's about 10 minutes from my house.
Sign
Nice.
me up.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you trade said elk Colorado hunt for said Pennsylvania anything hunt?
Oh, we should all five go on the Colorado elk hunt.
Yeah, you
See
guys.
how I invited myself through you?
I have plenty of room here,
Yeah.
and
should
my
have-
dog
man.
walks in the background. So
I saw that. So that's
Yeah.
a good looking dog.
yeah, he's a giant fucking moose.
Does he smell like one?
Kind of, because I haven't watched him yet from hunting.
Oh,
Yeah, he was out there in the camper the entire time.
You hunt out of a
Hey,
camper?
man.
Pop up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not a
Nice.
camper. I can't. Where we go, it's too far down. I had to reverse the leaf springs on the pop up so we can make it down. And if it's anything bigger than my truck, it's gonna get ripped off.
Mm.
jeez.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's pretty impressive. You drove a camper down there because I know what that area looks like.
I'll show you pictures of the road. I got to go up there in the spring and cut down some deadfall so we can actually make it back down there for the
Damn.
summer.
You know what I just realized? We forgot to ask everybody to pick a number.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Kind of wondering what you were doing with the
All
number
right,
thing.
how many numbers am I picking?
Ah, fuck. Well, why don't y'all talk and I'm gonna text everybody and see if they could pick a number. Or if you're still watching, anybody that's
Put it in the
watching,
chat.
anybody watching, pick a number between 0 and 100. I'm gonna text everybody individually to pick a number, and then we're gonna give away some shit. I can't believe we forgot to do that.
I know somebody's gonna pick one for sure.
You want me to text Cody?
Yeah, text
you
him.
text
Yeah.
Cody. I'm gonna text everybody else.
Josh Wolf,
55. Oh,
Jake 69,
Oh
Chip
shit.
34,
Are we that
Heather
predictable?
92. Jesus.
Yeah, throw those numbers in there. We're gonna do.
40.
We're giving away all four, so the closest two wins.
yep.
You know what? Since I'm the last one, I will give away a 10 tacker and a bottle of bourbon.
No shit. So now we got
Whoa.
five.
Damn.
giveaways. So Brian,
That's
text
awesome.
text me your number secretly so that I have it.
Yeah.
I think the number stopped in the chat, but there's some solid stuff going on. Oh. Either way.
Y'all
I
keep
don't know
talking.
why someone sent me a picture of a dog's ass.
Someone
Literally.
texted you a picture of a dog's ass?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out what the context behind that was.
Full of shit.
Maybe there is no context.
There isn't. He said McCoy's ass.
Yeah.
I don't understand. It's a dog with no.
I don't know how I feel about that right now.
I'm not sure. This
Yeah.
is
Me
the
too.
group chat for the wedding I'm in tomorrow.
Oh, perfect.
I'm still waiting for Cody to text me a number.
I'm designated drinker of that wedding tomorrow. I don't know if you know that.
Nice. Are you putting flowers down?
Nope.
Flower petals again?
Nope.
Lucky
Mm-hmm.
you.
Oh, also, congratulations on 200.
Damn it.
Yeah, no.
Actually, I'm excited about it. Like,
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Straight from the. I thought you were going to go straight.
No, I just finished mine.
All right. I think I texted everybody that I. Yep. Okay. Nice. All right.
Why is it spicy?
Why is it spicy?
Oh, yeah, no, why is it spicy? 173. I'm catching up to you guys already.
Man, you are.
That is brutal.
That is.
Good gravy.
That's
So-
tasty.
I'll just say this openly. So earlier today, when we were talking about numbers, and then I said what my number is, I had actually written down a different number, and then I was being funny and said that number. So because I've gotten like 5 people have already said that number, I'm gonna go back to
use
my
your original number?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my original number that I had written down there.
69 is obviously the number we're
Yeah, there's
talking
a lot
about.
of people
that-
said 69. So if you said 69, we'll give you a minute to pick a different number.
Yeah, pick a different number because that was the number in the group chat after we'd already picked numbers. I'm like, I'm disappointed that every one of us didn't pick 69. So
I've seriously had like
Oh, man.
6. I think everybody said 69 that I texted.
That's so funny.
Brian,
So
you guys
Brian-
got any new releases coming out?
The Maple release is officially going to be launched next
Nice.
month.
Okay.
We're working on a chocolate bourbon and rye that we're going to release at
Alright.
barrel strength.
Oh.
And right now, I just tried it the other day when I was at the distillery. I think it was at 141 on both
Okay.
of them.
Nice.
So that was
How'd
nice.
you feel
That's-
about it?
I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because of where we're at and the altitude and everything like that, it plays a pretty big difference comparative to Kentucky. So most of our stuff is under 2 years, but as Matt and Gus know, it does not taste like a 2-year.
Mm-mm.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Brian, you shot that bull and you didn't recover it because that other guy was just a turd.
Yeah.
Do you have plans on going back out, or is your season done? Because I think Colorado's still in for archery right now, isn't it?
Until the 30th, yeah. But unfortunately, I have a lot of work events I got to do. So I'm the director of the company. So I travel everywhere across the country and do everything. So I took my 2 weeks off and to go out and get other people elk and then try to get myself one. But I have a third rifle cow elk tag. I can go out and on a property and shoot.
Nothing
She
wrong
has to
with
come
that,
back.
man.
I said yes. Come back.
I didn't say
well,
anything about the 19th
I was not
Amendment.
planning to drink at all, and because of you guys, I started drinking because I'm preparing for the barrel pick. Like I'm trying to do some homework. So
Oh, fuck me.
Well, now you're just thoroughly prepared. It's good.
Yeah.
I am doing my homework.
Be prepared.
All right. I think we have everybody except Jeff, but I've given Jeff enough bottles, so I'm gonna.
Jeff will be all right.
Jeff will be all right. All right. So we got. I'm going to read the numbers off here in the chat, and I didn't write it down. Tommy, I got 67, 32, 17, 47, 92, 55. And then I've got the other, some of those may be mixed in.
Oh.
Last chance. If you said 69, pick another number. You're not going to win.
Matt, Gus, which
Yeah.
do you want, bourbon, rye, or single malt of our 10-year anniversary pick?
I'm a fucking rye guy. I'll let Gus pick.
The rye. Would
Okay.
have been my choice.
You still got all to go against them.
The rye or the single
Are
malt.
y'all giving
but
bottles away?
if Matt prefers the rye, then just do the rye.
Are y'all
pick
giving bottles
13?
away? What are you doing?
Yeah, we got,
Yep.
so we're giving away 3 bottles, 3 hats, and then Whitetail Distractions giving away a 1-year subscription to Onyx, which we might put that in a separate one for the hunters, because if somebody that doesn't use Onyx doesn't win.
So put me down for 2 right now if you want to draw 2 more. And I will get somebody the veterans pick that we do in November. And I will get somebody whatever Detling we pick tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
They
We
just
pick
got-
Hell
numbers.
yeah.
This
Damn it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we're gonna pick
That is
numbers. Oh,
insane.
looks like Matt and I won them all. Sorry, guys.
I knew we were getting homered. This is ridiculous.
Oh fuck, Jeff won. I guess.
Hey,
Did I
we'll be
not
okay,
think about
dude.
this? How did I do the random number generator? What was the point of that?
I
'Cause
have
it doesn't
no
make
idea.
sense. We already picked the numbers. Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah,
Okay.
we picked the numbers.
All right, I'm cutting it off. I got all the replies in.
Did you hear me? Cody picked 13.
Oh no, I did not.
Hey, my buddy Chip is listening. There's all kinds of good people in here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chip,
We're all good people.
It's a party.
Mm-hmm.
It is a party. This was a good idea. I'm glad we did this. All right, so here's the
Dude.
winning numbers. I picked the number 66, which was hit by Derek. Okay. And then Charles picked the number 11, which was hit by Jeff Allen. Austin picked the number 35. Who do we have closer to 35? I think 32. Who said 32?
34, I think.
Who said 34?
I gotta scroll
Chip
back
did.
to the.
is this
Chip.
Josh
Chip.
from like South Carolina bourbon community?
Chip got 35.
Yes.
All right. Gus said 9. I think closest to 9 was 11. No.
Hey,
yeah,
Miss Heather, I see you. I see everybody. Sorry, y'all. I'm just now seeing the comments. These are all South Carolina people. We got to give them their love.
yeah, we do. All right. So no one went that low. So 9. So now we're going to use a random number generator to pick a number between 1 and 1. We'll do between, what's our lowest number here? 11.
Hey, so my buddy here that's
13.
here for the pick, he said he's throwing in 71 if that one comes up.
All right. 71 is in.
Here it
I would
is.
say Cody picked 13. Did someone get closer to 11 than 13?
Oh, yeah, you're right. So
200
Cody
episodes,
got-
right? We're celebrating 200.
freaking close.
No, Jeff picked, we'll give Cody number 9 since that works.
Celebrating 200. That's what I heard. Celebrating.
Hey, congrats. You gotta say congrats. You gotta say congrats. That's the trigger word.
Congrats on
All right.
200.
So that's 4. So now we're going to give away a veterans pick and a Detling pick.
Yes.
And we'll do the random generator for that.
There you go.
If I can find it.
There
There it is. All right. Generator number. The number is 78.
Okay. Who's closest
62.
to 78?
67. Who said 67? I think that was a chat number.
He said 71.
Maybe
He said
that's actually-
71.
71. Yep. There you go. 71 works.
Yay!
Who was that?
Right.
Who was 71?
You guys are killing me.
Who was
Not me.
71?
My buddy right here, Neil Olson.
Neil. Okay. And what does he want? The veteran pick or the Detling pick?
Probably the veterans because you're not gonna. Yeah, veterans because he's part of the Detling pick tomorrow. So
All right. All right. Well, next number is. Come on. 40.
I think there's a
There's a 32.
34.
And a
34
47.
already won.
Yeah.
What did 34 win? I didn't write that down.
Austin.
That was Austin.
35?
That was Chip.
Oh, yeah. 35. Yeah, I got it. Chip. Got
I
it.
guess then you can see because Austin's was the Onyx. If they want to trade that in for the bottle,
Yeah.
I would imagine,
Mhm.
right? Then we could re-pick the Onyx.
So Colton said 47. So Colton just won the Detling bottle.
Nice.
Or you can just totally ignore everything
Someone didn't show up that day.
I just
No.
said too.
I was listening. I got him in there. I got Chip in there, and I got Cody. What was the other one?
Oh, that's right. I was saying that if Chip wanted to pick and not use the Onyx, because you mentioned that Onyx, if they don't want it.
I don't know if Chip's a hunter or not. Is Chip in there?
That's what I was just saying. If Chip
Oh.
wants to go for the bottle rather
Chip-
than the Onyx subscription for a year,
Because
then we
Colton
could
would
redo
take the Onyx. So Chip,
Right,
do
then
you,
you could
want the
just
bottle
swap
or
them.
the Onyx?
He probably wants the bottle.
He's in the chat. We're gonna find out. Well,
Yeah.
he was 3 minutes ago. Ba-da-ba.
Oh, do you see that,
Big
Matt?
hunter.
Yeah.
So
Comments aren't coming in from Instagram.
Yeah. Well, somebody picked 66 on the head. So that was my
Okay.
number. And then 13.
Chip, your options are an Onyx subscription for a year or a bottle pick.
Yeah.
Looks like Instagram Emerson picked 18. Just put it in.
That was weird that that was strange that that the comments are coming through on here on Instagram. Sorry.
I have it on both sides.
Okay, so we got 18 and 67, 13, 58.
Chip wants the bottle.
Okay. Chip gets a bottle.
Chip gets a bottle.
And it's y'all's responsibility to reach out to us. You can do that at info@whiskeyandwhitetails.com. Tell us what you won and your shipping address, and we will get that out. And then they're random hats, random bottles, so it's from our end.
Chip, hooray.
All right, so Brian, what are you giving away? We're gonna do this again.
I'll do a bottle of bourbon and a tin tacker.
In one package? Yeah, we'll do one package.
Yeah, one package. And
All right.
then if we're doing that, and Tiff was so amazing about doing 2 bottles, I'll do another bottle and I'll do a high proof rye.
All right.
Yee.
All right,
Just
so this is for the
everybody- just
bourbon and
everybody to tap back in
tacker.
at this point. See what you can get from them.
The
You
random
tracking?
generated number was 94. So what was, I don't have anything that high.
Yeah,
That's
there was
up there.
somebody.
Yeah, it is.
There was Heather, 92.
Oh,
All right. Well, there you
good
go.
pick, Heather.
Heather, info@whiskeyandwhitetails.com. Tell us what you won. You won a bourbon and a Tic Tacker. And now we have one last bottle to give away. And that random number is 42.
42. Is there something like to 42?
We had
Palmetto
247.
bourbon. Yeah. It was 47. So
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, he already won. So
yeah, so
I
This
had
is like
another
the
40, so
Christmas
I'd-
thing where like they can pick theirs or
Peter picked 47 also. So Peter will get the other 10th.
there you go. We don't have to
Perfect.
argue about ties.
Done.
Perfect.
Cool. Hopefully
Nice.
everybody's
Sweet.
okay with that. We've never done this before, so you know.
It's good. You did good, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, we tried. We tried to be even and fair. If you feel like it wasn't fair, you can also info@whiskeyandwhitetails.com, and we'll probably make it right for you. And tell us what you want. If you want, I don't know how many bottles I got, but if you just let us know.
Send them a
Has to cheat,
smoker.
so.
Send them a smoker.
Yeah, we can send you a smoker, a hat, whatever. Just hit us up if you feel like that we called a number wrong or you want a number. Not trying
Have you
to.
been tanning hides? Have you been tanning hides?
I have been.
Thank you. Why? Okay, so she's over here like mouthing off, but won't come say hello to you. Like she's the one watching the podcast right now
I
half
can't
the time.
see myself,
so.
but I said you should send them a tan hide.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to kill something to do that. I have an idea for the new house. I'm gonna have like stairs going up, and on the stair railing, I want to cover it with hide. So I've been tanning it for my own personal thing. But I did send out Patreon. All of Patreon got tan hide bottle tags. That was cool.
Well, I'll have to join.
Yeah, should.
Yeah.
All right. I think this was pretty good here. We did 2 hours and 13 minutes, and I don't know. Is any last words from anybody?
Congrats to 200.
Congrats.
Guys. Cheers to 200, guys. Congrats.
beat me to it.
Cheers. Cheers. I almost want to, since it's the end and we're not going to have to reap the benefits or the dangers of this, I almost want to do a mandatory bottle chug.
A what?
Okay.
The most proof thing that I have.
What do we think? Bottle chugs?
Yeah.
I just did one.
Hey,
What's
so
the highest
before-
proof I got?
Hey, before you guys tap out, let me tell you something super cool that I didn't realize till I hung up with you guys.
Yeah.
So Alabama ABC, right? So I stopped at in Auburn, Montgomery area, got 2 bottled and bonds, and got lucky enough to get 2 different releases. Didn't even realize it, like, because they pulled them out of the back, and it's different from the releases I have. The single barrels are 2 different releases. So I ended up, Detling-wise, 4 different releases today at 2 stops. So I'm like beyond excited. So whoever won the Detling pick If you let me know who it is, I'll also send them some samples of the different Detling stuff, plus the picks that I have, so they can try like a wide variety of it. Like I was super stoked once I started digging through the box. So I'm happy down here in Alabama right now.
Hell yeah.
Are we
Cool.
bottle chugging?
Yeah, we're gonna do ball chug, and then we'll do the farewells. Hey, cheers! Thank you everybody for showing up. Everybody that's live, that's watching, thank you for coming in. It means a lot to us. We had a great time. I couldn't have
Congrats on
picked a
200.
better time. Dude.
Oh my goodness.
Cheers, everybody.
guys.
Cheers.
Funky top.
Great way to end it. So thank you to Whitetail
largest
Distraction. That's the
box.
Whitetail Distraction podcast. You can find them everywhere. Thank you to Brian for sticking around. Tiffany, y'all are amazing. We had a great time. Thanks to everybody in the chat with all the comments. It was so much fun. Again, if you won, info@whiskeyandwhitetails.com. Tell us what you won. We will get it. We will get it shipped out to you.
That email comes to me. I monitor that email address, so I'll respond and copy our normal email addresses on there, and we'll keep up the conversation going that way.
That definitely makes me feel better that Gus is in charge.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
Yep.
you don't want me dealing with it.
Everybody said 100%.
Great. Thanks everybody for the support. And I fucking appreciate it.
Love you, Matt.
I might
Appreciate
just
you
hang
having
out
us,
for a
buddy.
little bit. But feel free to leave. But
No, this is payback for last week, just so you know.
dude, you can stay in here and talk as much shit as you want. Anybody that wants to come in, I'm gonna go ahead and do that actually, because my wife's out of town, so I have literally nothing to do. I know all y'all do. So you can leave, you can stay. If I'm here by myself, I'm here by myself.
You're doing great. Hey, congrats 200.
Hey, so my buddy Neil.
Oh, fuck.
over here.
Yeah,
Listen,
cheers.
Oh, but I don't
this guy
drink.
kills
I
like
don't know
multiple bottles in a night. So if I don't hang up, you guys might not be able to walk. So
I am ball killer.
If you want to join and hang out for the after party, put your email address in the chat if you're okay with that. That's the only way I can send you the link.
I'm gonna
But I
wait
will-
on Jake to get on for sure because Jake said he's coming in. Do we lose Josh?
I will email you the link. Just send me just put your email address in chat and I will throw it in there. And you guys can come and go as you want. I know not everybody's as dumb as me and wants to keep sitting around here, but
I may grab some pizza.
At least
but
you're
I'm
not
staying
picking a
in.
barrel in the morning.
Do it.
So
do it.
I don't know if I love that.
You don't like it?
I don't know if I like that.
You have it cold?
No.
It was good. It was good on ice.
We actually get an
I
extra.
gotta pee. Be right back.
Go pee. I got to pee too. Colton, I have your email. I don't need it.
need to get into that. So that your new
Gus, I'm gonna send you the single malt as well.
I had the right.
Okay.
Just so you guys have
Maybe
the
the
single
rye
malt
goods.
and the rye. So you guys are gonna have. I think the rye is a 5.5 year at 100 proof. So technically a
Nice.
bottle and bond. And then the single malt is 128.7 proof
Very cool.
at 3.5 years.
That's cool, man. Thanks.
Josh, did you put your email in so they could email you the link so you could pop in?
I'm trying to find a better way for you to do that because I know people are weird about their email address, but I would assume anybody watching this live is not going to steal your email and do anything with it.
Info@whiskeyandwhitetails.com.
Yeah, you could, but Gus has to forward it to me. You could do info@whiskeyandwhitetails.com. Just give it just hit us up, say you want to join, and then but I don't know how long Gus will be here.
I'll be here for a little while. A little
Okay.
while longer.
You
Long
get-
enough to forward some emails to you if I need to.
All right, so we'll do that. I
I can do a little
Colton
while
coming on.
longer, and then I gotta run because I gotta get some stuff done for my
Oh, good.
3-year-old's birthday party on Sunday.
Nice.
Oh man.
It's gonna be excellent. Elsa's coming, so that's gonna be very exciting.
Wow, let it go.
What
Boys,
did
I
I
just gotta
miss
share
tonight?
this with you.
What did I
Oh,
miss?
you know what? I could probably drop the link. I didn't even think about that. I could just drop the link.
Goodness gracious.
You should drop it in the
Bam.
chat.
Yeah, look at that. Bam. Here you go. Click that. And I'll drop it on Instagram too.
Oh my God. it's about to get wild in
Unfortunately,
here.
well, on Instagram you can't click links, so you have to type it over. But
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing wherever
Yep.
you're at, and you're gonna have to download the app as well. That's the reason that we didn't really plan to do this. I just I got nothing better to do, but I do have to pee. So
Are we gonna have like a goodbye for the podcast for like the audio version? So
oh yeah, we'll do it right now. We'll do it right now.
Do that.
We'll cut
Yeah,
it. Well,
probably do it.
this will be the goodbye, and then
Yeah,
we'll,
yeah,
we'll
okay.
keep going. So
Cool.
yeah, thanks everybody for joining. If you want to join our Patreon, it's patreon.com/whiskey and whitetails. You can check it out there. Also, mintmobile.com/whiskey. And you go to Vantage Point Archery to get all your broadhead needs. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for coming in. Thank you,
Thanks,
Whitetail
everybody.
Distraction. Thanks to all the guests that we had. It was a fucking awesome time.
Yeah, had a great time. Thanks, everybody.
All right, bye. Okay, now we're back. Oh, there's a bunch of people. I'm just gonna start clicking buttons.
Holy shit.
God.
I'm gonna pee. I'll be right back. Y'all discuss.
Forgot to turn you off.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you had me muted, man.
I forgot to turn you back on.
What up, Jake? Oh, yeah, that was a good
Come to
pick.
life.
I'm in life.
What is up?
I should have brought that one with me. I didn't bring that one.
I got both of them.
Yeah. What is up?
I should have brought that one with me. I didn't bring that one.
Is that a baby?
That is a baby.
Yep,
awesome.
human trafficking bottle. So the human trafficking bottle, that's the one that got me on Detling, Jake.
That's the white wheat recipe.
That's the one that started it all.
They
Jake, you
they
go
won't
ahead,
be
sir.
about another 6
That's
years.
the white wheat recipe. That's the one that started it all.
I don't know how to turn my volume up on here.
Who's got it playing on a different format right now?
They can fix it.
And Jake died.
No, Jake's here.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, back.
Yep.
So is Matt.
Yeah.
There he is.
You may get to try some of this tomorrow too.
What is that?
This is a spiral cut rye.
So
Ooh.
that's the one. So one of his high school buddies is coming with us on the pick. He asked me if I could make room on the pick team for him.
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon. So he's like, I hope he'll let us try the ride. I'm like, look, whatever Seth wants to let us try, that's what I'm down for. But I'll tell you, the one thing that I'm hoping for as a female, I want to try Miss Vicky's stuff. So like the recipe that's for her.
So none of that stuff is ready.
Ah.
So they just
Women, it takes us longer.
well, they just put those in the bottles back in, or put them in the barrels back in March when I was down there.
Gotcha. All right.
So
Fair.
I did try the white dogs of them.
Yeah.
Shit. Holy shit.
All right.
But yeah, he'll let you try rye, and the spiral cut ryes are
That's pretty interesting.
they give off a lot of tobacco notes, like a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited about. The
This
ones
one,
that-
this one's only 3.5 years old, and look how dark that is.
this is what I try to tell people. So like he was I was giving TJ shit like on a couple of his social media handles because 2 years ago he dogged him but it was the 2 year, right? Like it was the 24 month, and I think it was like the 80 proof, but like he went through his whole thing like where he puts it in a glass neat, puts it over ice cube, mixes it with Pepsi. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the epitome of why we have to be patient with craft. Like, look at what they had to put out because you got to pay the bills, right? And he's not doing clear spirits or anything else. So you got to pay the bills, but look at what it's turned into. And then a lot of people get into the whole thing about Kentucky and all the blah, blah. But you look at lower Alabama and you look at Nevada at Frey Ranch and you look at these temperature swings that happen and what they get in one day. It doesn't take some folks quite as long to make damn good bourbon because of the temperature differences. And people are going to have to start accepting that.
Yeah, and so one cool thing that Seth does, for any of y'all that haven't had Detling, one of the really cool things that separates Texas, because I work a lot of real close with Seth. I live about 2.5 hours from the distillery, so I'll actually be an hour away, Tiffany. I'm sorry. I'll be just south of Montgomery tomorrow, hunting camp with my brother. But, other than that, I mean, what they do differently is they humidify. Where a lot of people do not do that. So Texas, when they don't humidify their rick houses, they have more, I should say, more influence as far as like the sweat. And another really cool thing that Seth and them do down there that I've noticed a lot of distilleries that I've been to, they've always soaked their barrels. They've filled their barrels full of water and then pour them out and then put their spirit in.
Yeah.
Seth doesn't do that. His barrel's charred and nothing gets washed out of him. He puts his barrel outside and runs a fire sprinkler over the top of it. soaks them and rotates them. So that's a really cool thing. It doesn't take any char out of it, so that it's all straight into the whiskey.
So that's interesting that you say that, because I was at Highwire in Charleston, which I was doing some contract tastings for them. And I was down there doing some distillation training in March, and they got a fresh load of barrels in, and they were about to fill some up. And they said, do you want to go hydrate these barrels? And I'm like, yeah, that sounds super cool. Like, I know I'm just spraying them with a water hose, but that's an experience, right? So same thing, like they don't do anything on the inside. They just rehydrate them on the outside. And when I think about what Scott and Ann are doing down there with how they approach it from the ingredient aspect, the same thing that Seth does. Seth is so particular about his ingredients and some of the small processes that I think make a big difference. And I think it's all the little stuff. There's certain people, same thing. You know, I think Nancy Fraley talks about it a lot as far as like adding water to the barrel slowly, where some people don't add water to the barrel like all at one time. They do it over the course of several months.
Right.
So I think there's a lot of little things that make a big difference. And I think 5 and 10 years from now, like those are the things, the craft brands that really made it and made a big difference. And we're like, when we're drinking this stuff and we're like, holy crap, like this is totally different. I think that's the stuff that we're going to start to talk about a lot in the next few years.
Yeah. Well, and also like, I challenge you to ask Seth this tomorrow, because he'll be very open about it.
Write this down.
Ask him if he has any malts. Ask him to see if he can buy them just straight.
All right, you're breaking up, so you'll have to say it again. You're breaking up.
He says try malts and try them straight. That's all I heard.
American single malts, Jake?
No. Ask him to try the chocolate malts, like to put them in your mouth and chew them.
Like to chew the grains, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Just put them in your mouth.
Okay.
Put it in there.
Put it in your mouth.
All in the mouth hole.
All right. Got it. Right there.
But yeah, and so cause y'all are gonna see some cool stuff. I kind of know about which barrels y'all have kind of to choose from. Me and Seth were talking a few weeks ago, and so basically what he's doing is he's going ahead and pulling some barrels and setting them aside that he knows are ready for picks. Sorry,
I'm excited. I think he said these are trending towards caramel, tobacco, and butterscotch. So those are 3 things I can more than live with, obviously. So I keep telling people, like, I'm super grateful for this pick opportunity, because this is not a distillery that you can find anything about online, right? Like, you can't go visit. And my first experience was your pick. You know, if it wasn't for my buddy Joe from the Bourbon Thieves, like, I wouldn't even have known about Detling at all. And I got that pick because Joe was involved. And then you and I have been chatting for, you know, a year and a half now on Instagram and stuff. So it's just one of those things that it's little stuff like this. We find out about a distillery that we know nothing about because a buddy picked a barrel. We want to support them. And then all of a sudden, like, you're chasing it. So when you did your fire department pick this year, like, not only did I make sure to get that, but I made sure to share that link and whatnot. So all the picks that you have done have been to raise money, you know, for nonprofit organizations, which I think Seth does a fantastic job. A lot of the picks that they do are to raise money. So that's super cool. And I love that aspect of it. So I can't be more excited. The fact that I was able to come across the barrels or the different expressions that I did today. So 2 different bottled and bonds, which are different expressions than I have for the bottled and bond that I have, and then 2 different single barrels. So I'm pretty excited for what I get to take back to South Carolina today. But there's just so many people that are doing things the right way for the right reasons. And I think those are the people that we need to pay attention to over the next few years.
Yeah. And all y'all whiskey and whitetail guys, y'all send me an email and with y'all's address, and I want to send y'all a couple of samples. Just so y'all can kind of chat about them and try them.
Well, shoot us an email, info@whiskeyandwhitetails.com. That way y'all don't have to share your stuff on here.
Well, before you give away free,
And also, we got a congrats
up
on
here
200 in
too.
the chat. So, you know what that
I don't even have a drink for it. I gotta leave. Like,
So-
I'm gonna do another bottle chug. We're gonna go with
Before
that.
you guys,
I'm not going for a bottle chug.
You guys want to do a bottle chug?
start giving stuff
Yeah,
away.
bottle chug, and then I
For our
gotta
second host
I gotta go
leave. Yeah.
pick up my baby. So you know,
Do another bottle
You're
chug.
driving after this?
Not really.
Oh yeah.
Hey Jake, before you start sending them samples, I'll see them in 2 weeks. So I can definitely take them the human trafficking pick and the fire department pick.
Here, cheers to human trafficking.
Cheers to Matt trafficking humans.
That's all I
Hey,
can
Chuck
take
and
from
Austin, thanks
earlier
for
was
thanks for
that-
coming on and hanging out with us, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate
you
you
guys
guys
are
having
best.
us, man.
Raise money for human trafficking.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
See y'all. Thank you.
Women are great. I was just joking. Women are great. I love women.
Tiffany wasn't there for that.
Thank
I'm
God.
not there for that.
Pick 2.
Thank you guys.
See you, buddy.
See you, man. Thanks, guys.
See you guys. Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Yeah, I'll give y'all a little background on this pick. So, where I live just north of Birmingham, Alabama, and there's a guy that was running. There was a guy running for Jefferson County Sheriff this year, and he's an ex-Navy SEAL, so veteran. And I'd been doing some talking with him. I'm giving it to Bud. Sorry, my little 2.5-year-old's screaming. But so I did this pick for him. He was actually completely just had how he grew up and stuff, but he fully supported it, and we raised about $9,000 off of one barrel for him. Goodness. So we raised about right at almost $9,000 off of one barrel, and it was kind of like I became a young dad and wanted to do something for human trafficking because where I live, and in Birmingham, Alabama, we're kind of like right there on the I-20 corridor from Atlanta over to Mississippi, and kind of cuts across through Tuscaloosa and all that, 65 to Nashville, all the way down to South Alabama. So we did this pick, and I actually reached all 50 states. A buddy of mine that's a hunting guide in Alaska bought one, and then his younger brother that is a fishing guide in Hawaii bought one. Reached all 50 states with 2. So it was kind of one of those things that I felt compelled to do, and I don't have the money to give back myself, so I bought 10 bottles of it total, and that was kind of my way of giving back. And then everybody in the community, the whiskey community, kind of pitched in, and we just had a field day, man. And I'm actually on their board of directors now. I deal with their golf tournament. I've actually got some things going in with their golf tournament coming up soon. So yeah, but my next pick, I've talked to Brian about it before. I'm talking about doing some kind of veteran pick of some sort, and hopefully to get nothing but veterans. So my first pick, since I did an Alabama charity, I did an Alabama bourbon. I'm going to do, all veterans. The fire department one, I did all law enforcement, fire department for it. So I try to make it unique. People that are in the community, people that actually know what's going on, because everybody drinks whiskey, but do they about it? Like, I had one guy, he had never been to a distillery before. He was like, man, this is incredible. I never knew this much about whiskey. But yeah, I kind of want to do things like that. I want to do another charity for less privileged kids. I used to work with a charity here in Birmingham called Willing Sportsmen. I don't know if any of y'all ever heard of them before. It used to be nothing but kids in wheelchairs. I actually met Lucas Black when I was younger, and me and my brother were on a hunt with a kid in a wheelchair with Lucas Black, which was pretty cool down in South Alabama. So yeah, that's just a little bit, kind of about how that pick came about and stuff like that. But I definitely look forward to kind of staying in touch with you whiskey and whitetail guys. I'm a bow hunter. I'm getting into it this year. My brother just hooked me up with about a $1,300 setup for $850. So I'm ecstatic. I'm going to go sight it in there, and I'll actually show y'all. I'm actually a big Kuyu guy. I don't know if any of y'all.
Oh boy, I'm about to kick you out now.
I'm just kidding.
Go sit in the corner.
But no, so he hooked me up with a Hoyt RX4. So
Nice. Sorry, I got a funny text.
But yeah, so and I'll get some of these samples out to you guys. I got plenty of Detling up here that's my reserves. So I've got plenty of Detling to send you
Dude,
guys.
when you said Kuyu, I just right now, I guess there's a delay. I just got 4 texts saying boot him. I'm not even joking. This guy said, "Who the fuck is this guy?" There is one person that may still be watching.
Brian?
The Kuyu guy, Brian. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Brian's still here, I guess he'd probably already left because once the episode ended, I'm sure he checked out. He's the only person I know that wears Kuyu. Ah, shit.
Well, I'm a
That's
big,
funny.
I was always a big duck hunter and turkey hunter, and I actually never wore Sitka. A lot of the folks here wore it, and I was like, man, I'm not wearing that. I got me some regular Drake waders and just regular mossy oak camo, bottomland camo, and I was like, man, that's all I need, and that's all I needed. I didn't, because my waders are going to leak one way or the other, and I'm not going to pay $1,000 for waders to leak. So
Waders leak. That's what they do.
yeah. So, but yeah, man, I enjoyed it. Oh, it's really, really cool. Look forward to kind of staying along and watching all y'all's journey and stuff like that. So,
All right, so Matt, Gus, we have
Mhm.
to figure out how we get Jake to South Carolina now.
Well, we're both leaving South Carolina soon, so
Dude, I mean, that is true, but like, could you just kept that a secret for a little bit longer? Like,
yeah, I'll be here for about 8 to 10 months.
Yeah, Jake, I'm not leaving yet, but they're down in the Low Country. There's some good distilleries down there. I work for a distillery in the Columbia area around Lake Murray, so you got to come visit us at some point. Like, if you could visit in the next 8 to 10 months, it sounds like it's time sensitive at this point. So,
Come on.
Okay.
down.
Yeah, come see us.
We're up.
only time I've been to South Carolina, I'll say this: I went turkey hunting with a buddy of mine from college. He actually lived in Hilton Head. They've got some family land that we were hunting on up there. So that's the only time I've been to South Carolina.
Well, if you
Yeah.
do any veteran shit, I am one, and I'm easy to find, and I'm down for veteran stuff. It's always
he's
fun.
just easy in
That's actually the
general,
reason
huh?
I'm leaving.
He's
I'm
easy.
moving to Kentucky. I'm
He's
gonna,
easy in general.
Yeah.
Hey,
Just put that in the
Ocean-
comments. He's easy.
yeah,
We
I
got
am easy.
a lot of hunting land in Kentucky and South Ohio.
Yeah.
That we go. Familiar with Flemingsburg, Kentucky yet?
No.
No.
It's up closer to like where you cross into Southern Ohio over. It's northeast Kentucky. So
Okay, yeah, I'm in central eastern Kentucky, like an hour southeast of Lexington is where I'm going.
okay, so you're going to be. So I'm literally 2 hours south of Nashville, and then from Nashville into Kentucky, I'm about another hour or so. So it takes me about 5.5 hours to get to my camp in Flemingsburg, Kentucky.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We got a chat message says congratulations on 200. So
Well, I'm thinking, man, it was good talking to y'all.
yeah, you too, buddy. Thanks for coming in. You were in the chat, and I was trying. I don't know why I didn't think I could just post the link in the chat. That was stupid of me. But I'm glad you're able to get on, dude. It was good talking to you.
Yeah, all good. And like I said, I'll shoot y'all an email so I can coordinate and get an address to mail some samples.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right, man.
Jake, hit me up afterwards. I got to talk to you about that veteran pick.
All right, buddy.
All right, man.
See, man.
See ya.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Colton, what are you doing?
Just hanging out and listening.
Colton was our first guest and couldn't make it. And now he's home. So
Yeah, family event.
yeah,
So it's been eventful. If you see it in the Discord, it's quite the scene.
we don't need to go down that rabbit hole. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. We got a special guest I'm about to bring in. I want Tiffany, you there? Pay attention. This is gonna last like 20 seconds. So you ready?
Yep.
Hey.
Hi.
Congratulations. Congratulations on episode 200.
Oh fuck. There we go.
I've got to get
There we
off the podcast.
Hey, love you guys. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Thanks. That was my wonderful wife.
Yeah, that was Andy. Yeah.
Oh,
She's visiting
your
her
wife.
mother.
Her head was like this big, but I knew who it was.
Yep. She's in Virginia hanging out with her mom this weekend. And her dad. Good people.
Wait, so is Colton on now? Colton's
Yep.
here now, right? Like, yep.
Here.
Hello.
How are
Like,
you?
and I know, like, we've been, like, I think Instagram friends, Facebook friends for, like, 2 years probably. And I think we have chatted because you used to be a Bourbon Thieves member. So it is nice to see you and meet you finally.
Nice to meet you too.
Hell yeah.
I'm still in the thieves group. Just
Everybody is, right? Like, we just pop in.
it's
here
grown
and
so
there.
much from when it was
is,
what it used to be, and it's just
Yeah.
it's a lot bigger now than what it was when it originally started. So
Yeah.
And it's
for
funny because
sure.
when I met you and you were in there, and I was like, it's already too big for me. Like, because I never got into it.
it went from like 20 people to like 50 in about 6 months, and then it just kept going from there. Oh shit!
Yeah, we just got joined by royalty. We got Lord
Oh, my.
Shapley here.
Yeah. Uh huh.
He doesn't even have his headphones in
What's
yet.
up, man?
Smoking
This
weed
is-
in Airstream.
Yeah, he's in an Airstream in Greenville, South Carolina. So we've had 3 people on now that are at
Smoking
Greenville.
weed and-
I feel like I gotta come up there tomorrow. I feel like I need to go up there.
Nice.
I
What are you
got your
drinking?
ticket.
Yeah. Jeff said I could sleep on his couch.
There you go.
Fuck, man. I'm probably gonna do it.
I got you.
You
an
might
extra
as well.
I can't not do it. There's too many. All my favorite local people, all like everybody I hang out with is there right now.
You're by yourself
Are
for the
you going to
weekend. You might as well go
Euphoria?
drive up there and do it.
Are
Yeah.
you at Euphoria?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody is.
It's a good time. It's
Except
only
Matt.
2 days this
Or,
year, though.
yeah,
They did.
except Matt.
They've done 4 days the past couple of years, and then this year it's only 2 days, and it's a weird format. It's 12 to 4 every day. It's really stupid. They used to do like all day for 4 days, and now it's, I don't know, maybe they ran out of money or something. I don't know.
You got to keep the outsiders
Safety.
out. Greenville has changed in the last 15 years.
So if I come up there from 12 to 4,
Yeah, and I'm over in Spartanburg, and it's starting to get busy over here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
if I come up there 12 to 4, what's the after 4 thing? Because I'm not sure.
Jeff said he's going to a burnt church thing. You know those guys.
Oh well, fuck yeah, we're gonna go to the burnt church thing then.
Yeah, so there you go.
Well, before anything goes farther, Gus, happy anniversary. Was that recently?
Wedding anniversary?
Yeah.
No, it's actually next month, but good memory.
Yeah, impressive.
Yeah,
I didn't
it-
remember
that's
mine.
art.
Mine's also next month. You fuck.
Well, I'm
Well,
so sorry.
He remembers. I think he remembers because we went on our honeymoon in
Yes,
Vail.
in
where,
Vail.
where
Oh,
the
yeah,
tasting
that's
room was
right.
at.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yep.
because we talked about that.
Yep. sure
No,
did.
Matt, we never talked about your wedding anniversary because
So-
you didn't go anywhere.
I'm the smartest guy in the room. My wife's birthday is October 23rd. I married her October 24th.
All right, now I know.
Yeah,
Or
that way I
not.
don't got to worry about it. I can just I only got to do this once a year. I don't got to do the birthday and the anniversary. We just link it in.
Eating
All right, so the
literally
drive is
cheese
3 hours and
meat.
25 minutes. I'm going to Cars and Coffee in the morning, which is I'm going to be there at 7:30. I'll probably leave at 9. So I could leave at 10, 11, 12. So I'm guessing I'll be at Euphoria at
Hold on, let me look.
1:30-ish.
Hey,
I'm going to
Matt.
do it. What's
Matt,
up?
we got a request.
Go ahead.
What did you drink on the 7th day of your honeymoon?
Steel Bottom.
What is it?
Yeah, I'm not surprised you don't know what that is. First, I got to tell you why I drink a Steel Bottom. So I went to an all-inclusive resort in Jamaica, which was dumb, but I was like, I don't know, 20 years old or 21. I guess I was 21. Anyway, all they had for the all-inclusive package was Red Stripe and Appleton rum. So I drank Red Stripe
Gross.
for like the first 2 days, and then I was like, if I never drink another Red Stripe again, I'd be happy. So I started drinking Appleton rum. And then after 3 or 4 days of that, I couldn't even get drunk anymore because it was so disgusting. And I was too poor to afford to buy anything. We went on a honeymoon off wedding gifts. Like we couldn't afford it. But anyway, so the last day I was sitting on the dock and this guy had a bag full of Jamaican bracelets. And I was asking him if he can get Cuban cigars because I'd never had one. I always wanted one. And he was like, I can get them, but I gotta row my little boat, into town and get them for you. I was like, okay, but I want collateral. So I gave him $100 bill that we got at the wedding. And I was like, bring as many cigars as you can buy with that. I'll take it. And I was like, but I need to hold on to something. So he gave me a trash bag full of bracelets. So I'm sitting there going through these bracelets while he was gone. And in the bottom of the bag was a bunch of cocaine, like a ton of cocaine, like little
Ooh, Jamaican snow.
Yeah, just like small bags for tourists.
It does snow in Jamaica.
So I probably did $100 in cocaine waiting on him to come back. But anyway, he came back and he gave me 3 cigars for $100, which pissed me off. But it's okay because I was wrecked on cocaine. And so the guy was like, "Can you get me a drink from the bar?" And I was like, "Sure, whatever, fuck it." And I was like, "What do you want?" And he was like, "A still bottom." I was like, "Okay, what's that?" And so it's Red Stripe with a shot of Appleton rum inside of it. So that's what I drank the last day of my honeymoon. Yeah, it was terrible.
Listen, it's a different explanation of what happened on your podcast.
I just need you, Gus. Like, I know that you haven't got to meet Joanna in person yet, so maybe I'll just make her show up to the veterans pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll find a job for her to do. But you guys need to do something. You need to fucking sign something. Like, she's clearly your number one fan.
am.
She's quoting your fucking
listen every day.
podcast.
But
Like,
I was
word for
What
word.
does the workers call where they put the shot of liquor in the beer? What do they
That's
call
what that's what that is, a steel bottom. That's what that is.
Still bottom. Still
Well, there's
bottom.
like Boilermakers, which is
That's what I
Budweiser with,
drank
like,
on the
Jim
last
Beam
day
and
was a
shit,
steel
yeah.
bottom. It was a shot of rum inside of a beer.
Matt, were you still in
When?
during this time?
Before.
No, that's before I joined the army.
Oh, okay, cool. So they knew about the cocaine.
Oh yeah, that's on my SF-86. You think
Yeah.
I'd say that if I thought I'd get in trouble? No, we're good.
Ah,
We're live on all these platforms. No, my clearance paperwork, I have admitted to doing cocaine more than just that one time. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
I can talk about it openly. In fact, if you hide it, they see that as a negative thing because people can hold it over you. So I'm
Yes,
very open
correct.
about it. No, I haven't done cocaine in fucking years, but yeah, back when I was young, yeah, I did any drug you put in front of me, and all that is also heavily recorded. Documented, rather. Yeah, the military and the government are very aware of my drug addiction phase in life.
I know.
But thank you for saying that. It would have been too late now because we're live. But
Well,
I'm not gonna
I mean,
throw
it's
away
not
my
like-
entire podcast for for that.
For a drug charge.
Yeah, for a drug. No, that was a different point in time in my life, and I don't obviously
we
I don't do
worked
that
for
shit
the
anymore. You
same
can't. I don't
beast
even
at
know if
one
you can
point.
get cocaine anymore. I think it all has fentanyl in it. Not sure.
You just got to buy fentanyl, then fentanyl comes with the cocaine.
That's
No,
right.
no,
You get fentanyl
no,
with a
that's
side
not
of
true.
cocaine.
You got to remember, I used to buy it for a living, but that was I was a cop then.
Yeah. Oh, that's why you asked, because the cop in
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I got pulled over yesterday leaving work because the guy in front of me was, first of all, I sat at a train for 30 minutes.
Well, you first of all,
there's-
you drive like an asshole.
I believe
do.
that.
I do drive like an
Yes.
asshole. I sat at a train for 30 minutes and I couldn't
Which
turn
one?
around because the road was closed. That's the only reason I went that way. And so when the train finally was done, the guy in front of me was doing 20 and a 35. I whipped it around him, blew fucking black smoke out of my diesel truck, passed him with no turn signal, and then turned left with no turn signal and turned right with no turn signal. And I looked behind me and I had a cop on me and I pulled over and I have a picture of it. I didn't tell Gus because I knew he'd scold me, but I got pulled over and he came up and I was like, which thing did you see? Because I already know what the fuck I did. And he was like, and historically, I'm not a huge fan of cops, but I try to be nice and respectful to them because it just goes out well. But anyway, he goes, all of it. He's like, so I'm going to write you a ticket for reckless driving. And I was like, you know what? I don't even care. I've had a long day. I worked 12-hour day that day. I was like, I just had a 12-hour day. I'm trying to get home. Guy in front of me was doing 5 under the speed limit in the left lane. It was pissing me off. I went around him. Here's my penalty, whatever. And he was like, well, lucky for you, I didn't actually get you with the radar gun because you blew by me too fast. So I don't have you on radar. I was like, okay. And so he went back to his truck and he came back and he wrote me a ticket for no turn signal and speeding with no speed on it. Right.
Lucky son of a
and he
bitch.
goes, it's a warning. And I'm only just giving you this paperwork because I recorded the stop. And I was like, fuck yeah. But that's what happens when you're a veteran. Because in South Carolina, it says veteran right there on the license.
Yep.
So that, yeah. That's my best life advice to anyone. If you want to get away with crime, join the
Be
military.
a cripple.
Join the military.
I mean, yeah, be a veteran.
Yeah.
Does that
Do that
apply?
too.
Does that apply to the Space Force and the Coast Guard?
Shut up.
Yeah, because all it says is veteran. It doesn't say
Yeah,
that you
but-
sat in an office and did nothing your entire life. It doesn't show your medals for going to Afghanistan. It literally just says veteran. So I have as much rights as the guy that never deployed and never made rank and never did anything and failed every PT test. We have the exact same rights. Exact same.
Yeah, Matt.
That was you, right? You never fucking.
You go fuck
Hey,
yourself.
wait,
You know
hey,
better.
guys, wait.
You know better.
Y'all,
I know.
y'all missed this message? Y'all missed this message at 8:48. Somebody said congrats on 200. So y'all just go ahead and get your glass.
No, we already did that one, but somebody
No,
said
there's one below that, though.
9:48. And by the way,
It was 2 minutes ago.
9:48. Well, you're an hour behind me. You're an hour.
Oh, you're an
behind
hour behind us.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's
No, no, no,
7:48
don't
for
start
me.
your
So
bullshit.
You know who
I'm
that
not good at
is?
math.
Well, we'll do the drink, and then I'll tell you who that is. You ready? Cheers.
Tell us who it is. Cheers.
That's Whitetail Distraction. He's just in here fucking with us.
Dick. Love you.
It's all right. I'm gonna pour even heavier. I'm gonna go Stag Junior for the rest of this. I'm
Jesus.
actually gonna fill this pretty full, I think. Does anybody have any questions for Gus before Gus
No.
leaves? Gus has to get up at what, 5 to take your son to practice?
He's got a cross country meet, so I got to get him to a high school by 7 a.m. So
Hey, I'll see you in a couple weeks, right? You're coming up?
Yeah.
Pick?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Perfect. What?
What meat he needs us to bring? To the pig.
Meat?
He's eating carnivore.
Nobody has anything for Gus before he bounces?
Serena said that Gus is eating strictly carnivore. So,
So am
what
I.
meat do we need to make sure is at the
I don't
pig?
eat chicken because there's no fat in it. But if you made burger patties, we'll just crush burger patties. I mean, that's super easy.
Keep it simple.
Hot dogs.
Yeah,
I mean,
just whatever you guys
whatever.
want. So
Pulled pork, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Loves dick.
Yeah, dick. I'll eat dick. I don't give a shit. I've had Rocky Mountain oysters twice now, which I hate to admit that I've done it twice, but
wait until you come back up here. You're gonna eat it more.
that's fine. Stark, you ever had Rocky Mountain oysters?
I have not had Rocky Mountain oysters. I'm
Would
dodging
you eat
the
'em?
meth heads out in the parking lot though, so I might
Yeah, he
have
said he's got some
tonight.
day walkers over there.
Yeah,
Would you
it's-
eat them if I got us some?
Sure, why not?
They're a lot bigger than you think they are.
That is the name of my sex tape. Yeah.
Stark, can you revel
That's
us
funny if you
with-
know some more history.
Yep.
It's true. Can you revel everybody on here about your OnlyFans days before OnlyFans? Can you talk about any of that?
You're just mad because I only shared some of the nudes from that your neighbor has with you, and your other neighbor wanted to see all her nudes, but I didn't share them with him because he doesn't
Yeah.
deserve them because he's short.
Well, because for me, I'm like, that's interesting to see my neighbor naked, but for my neighbor, the other neighbor, I think he was like sexually intrigued, which I was not. I just was like, yeah, I mean, sure, I'll look at her naked.
I mean, I'm sure she's done some things that some of us have masturbated to, thinking about making money with, but
Tell him about that. So before OnlyFans was a thing, Stark was like a webcam pimp, more or less. That's how he made his millions. That's how he got his lord title. That's how he got his lordship.
yeah, we'll call that. Yeah. That's what my 401k says.
Yeah.
Webcam. No,
You're not gonna tell him?
she was a webcam girl, and I knew
Not just
and-
her, just like your business.
Well, it was a webcam consulting, and just teaching girls needed better content than what they were doing on webcam. So that's you usually have a consultant for that, and I felt like that was the right fit for me at the time in my life. And
he also
yeah.
owned a limousine business at the same time.
Well, had a limousine business, did bail bonds, all sorts of stupid shit. Bail bonds and limousines at the same time.
You're one of the most
You
interesting
sounded
people
like
I've
the
ever
guy I was actually chasing after as a federal agent.
It's possible.
What alias did he use?
Does he look like a cheap ass Jason Statham? Because that's
Yeah, I mean, I went after a bunch of them, so it doesn't matter.
Was his name Vic Montana? Because that's my alias in most states.
You have no idea.
It's my stage name.
So many.
Josh,
I'm 100%
Josh,
coming up tomorrow. Fuck it.
Wait, is Josh bottle chugging right now?
Oh, sorry. I had to use my mouth to open up the Hollow Creek pick that we just did with YouTube.
I thought you were shirtless bottle chugging, so I just wanted to check. So
I mean, more power to
No,
you.
I'm
if you
sitting
are.
here shirtless because I got my brand new baby on my lap, skin to skin bonding. I just caught this baby myself this Monday, and it was totally not planned. But yeah, that's why I'm the weirdo sitting here on the couch without a shirt on.
no. She literally just had this baby like a few days ago, right?
Yeah, and I caught
That
this
baby
baby.
was
I delivered
inside
this
her
baby
belly at the barrel pick. Like,
at the barrel pick like 2 weeks ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats, y'all.
Well,
Paid
that's
for this
awesome,
baby
man.
straight
Congrats.
cash.
For 200?
Congrats for the baby. Congrats for 200.
I'll drink to that.
Matt's not paying attention.
No, I'm getting all these fucking texts of
Gus is
people
going right for the
talking shit
bottle.
about everything we're doing.
Gus is going right for the bottle, and he has to get up in a few hours. Now I'm on
Well,
Central Time.
I don't want to
so
keep
I don't
pouring
even know.
something in here.
Did you do a bottle shot, Gus? Are you drunk, Gus?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, I haven't seen you drunk in a long time.
I'm a pro. Gus is a
You're
pro.
drunk, Tiffany. I can tell.
I say not drunk, but I'm definitely I'm not sober.
Tiffany, what bottle did Neil kill tonight? He kills a bottle every night.
Before you
He
answer
does.
that, Josh, why are you not wearing a shirt?
We just talked about this.
Oh,
Where
did
were
we?
you? already answered that.
I've been
You
doing
just
skin
weren't
to
paying
skin
attention.
bonding
Shit.
with my baby.
Man's got a kid.
We're at that point in the
No,
night
it's a
where I forget
5-day.
things.
It's a 5-day old baby, and you do skin to skin bonding with your
Okay.
child. Yeah.
Did I ask that, or you covered it on your own?
He mentioned it earlier.
Oh, okay.
She
I was
asked, and he replied.
I'm not as bad as I thought I was then.
If anybody asks, Neil is he just bottle killed, or he's working on bottle killing Fiddler Toasted right now. So
Dang, that man is a beast.
he is like that. He could bottle kill multiple bottles in a night. That should be his handle, bottle killer.
Bottle, seriously.
I mean, I can do it too if they're all a quarter full. Oh shit! Ortiz is in the chat. Ortiz, you want to join? If we get an Ortiz in here, game over.
Stark, you got the AC cooking in there?
No, I got this fan on because I'm trying to hot box the shit out of this Airstream before I load it in tomorrow for work.
Everybody's gonna show up tomorrow and be like, "Why does it smell like a fucking ganja festival in here? It smells like a God damn it! What was the name of that band? An ICP concert."
Oh, it's been clown posse?
Stop asking questions and buy a watch.
Insane clown posse.
Gigolo.
Gigolos.
Juggalos. Come on, Hatchet Man. Let's go. Hatchet Nation.
I'm so
Try
mad at
going
you
to
guys right
Slipknot on 420
I'm so mad. Y'all
in
make me break all
2000.
my rules.
I saw that
Slipknot.
reel today, Brian. Fuck. Go, Gus sent it to me.
Oh, that was Corn.
Oh, it was Corn.
At the last
Dude, amazing.
The last shit. Woodstock. The very
Yeah.
last
Oh,
Woodstock they did.
That would've
Yeah,
been
no,
sick.
I went to Slipknot on 420 in 2000.
Wow. Wow.
I don't
What was that
remember
like?
shit.
Were you sober?
No.
Were you a
When
cop?
Yeah.
No.
Were you a cop?
I remember like 5 or 6 roaches that I was smoking off of, and then going in the middle of a mosh pit and then punching someone in the face and then blacking out. And then waking up
all right
on
respect
top
that
of
chain
a
of events.
stage, but not that stage.
We had a good time when you came to Charleston. I was telling all the bartenders that we were hired help, and you were a billionaire, and you hired us to show you around town to all the cool spots. And that's the reason you had such a good time, because everybody was like, "Fuck yeah, let's let's show him a good time."
You're a dick.
And I was like, I do
You're a
this all the
dick.
time. So like, what I'll do is like, if you guys show him a good time, next time we have guests in town, I'll make sure I bring them here. And so that's the reason everybody catered to you, because they thought you were a billionaire. I didn't want to tell you and ruin it in the moment, and then I forgot to tell you the next day.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but I also don't have that money until I'm 65.
Yeah, well, when you're 65, hit me up and give me. I just want 1 million. Can that be my retirement plan? If you're a billionaire, you could sling me 1 million so I can live the rest of my life peacefully without having to work. You know what I mean?
If we're still friends, yeah, 100%.
Why the fuck wouldn't we still be friends?
There's a little contingency here.
No, there's no contingencies. You're absolutely gonna get at that. Yeah.
Look at this fucking high and tight motherfucker right here. So Tiffany, this is Ortiz. This is the guy that we are partnering with for our veteran barrel pick. He's the one doing the sticker for us.
All right, Ortiz, I have
Hey,
seen
what's
that
up?
sticker. I love it. So
Oh, you haven't seen the new one? It's
no,
dope.
I haven't seen the new one. No.
We're waiting. It's dope.
Working
on it.
No. How did we get there quickly?
I don't want
Who
that
tapped
bottle.
in? Who tapped in?
What's the other thing for that?
What? How do we get where?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, reverse.
What?
Yes.
Are we playing Uno? What the fuck's going on?
What's going on?
I just wanted to back up from dick pic. Like, I don't know how we got there, but I was like, back up.
I don't either.
Like,
I don't even remember talking about dick pics. I was talking about Ortiz taking Ortiz bringing it hard for the sticker for our barrel pick.
yeah, somebody said it, right? Okay. All right. Make it.
But either way,
Alright, perfect.
this is the guy I'm bringing that's doing
Where
the sticker
are
on the
we?
back end. The sticker for the veteran pick.
Let's see the sticker for the
Is he
pick.
coming to the barrel pick or just doing the artwork?
I can pull it up. Well, it's not done yet, but
Is
I
he
can
on the
pull
barrel
up.
pick?
Pull
Yeah,
it
he's coming
up.
with us on the pick. Yeah, give me a minute. I gotta email it and then share it to myself.
No, man, I was just jumping on. I just got back in from work not too long ago, and then tomorrow I got another shooting event to do. So I'll just jump on, say hi real quick, and then
I know you're
yeah. But I
beat,
will be
dude.
going to the barrel pick too as well. I'll be there.
Yeah, we're excited. We're gonna do we gotta find these
Fantastic.
pictures. Y'all are gonna love it. It's so we're doing like because it's a veteran pick, so I know that you have to do what you got to do for the front, but we're doing like some evil fucking. It's a guardian angel kind of deal, but not what you would expect. I'm emailing it to myself, and then I'll pull it up here in a second.
You guys got to let me know how much that is. I'll buy a bottle or 2 or 4.
I think it's gonna sell out immediately because I'm buying a lot of them.
Well, that's
Yeah, so it's only released at the distillery.
That's a good fundraiser.
If you want one, Brian, tell me. I'll get you one. You can do whatever.
Yeah, no, I would love one.
So again, I'm gonna pull this up in a second, but this is just the actual image. We're gonna add logos to it and other stuff. So it'll be more than this. It's taking a second to download for some reason.
Who's that going through?
It's just a distillery. Right
Hollow
now.
Creek.
They'll distribute it out.
No, distillery only. So I think we talked about it a little bit earlier, but we'll have 4 barrels, 2 mash bills, high rye and high malt to choose from. So 4 barrels total, but
You did.
we're excited.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. We're just gonna do the whole. There you go. There you go. So it's a guardian angel with nods and a proper weapon, and then bottle. Ortiz, is he bringing that down some?
Yes, he actually already started and showed me the rough draft of it. I told him a little, change a bit more.
Okay.
It's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, this is the like proof of concept. It's going to be different than this, but yeah,
Okay.
we got this guardian angel with the wings with the nods on it, full AR. Well, I guess we'll call that an
M4 carbine.
Yep, with the flip side and the, like typical shit that you would see on an op in Afghanistan. So or
Yeah.
Iraq, I guess. I never went to Iraq.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
and then so I made sure the bottle shape was the correct shape for the Hollow Creek bottles. But I think we're gonna bring this arm down some, and then we'll have like
Drop
some
it.
whiskey and whitetails and what did we decide on, Tiffany, for the final name?
What do we do? Battlefield bourbon?
Yeah, I think that's right.
So-
Battlefield bourbon.
Like we have 2 different mash bills. So we have William Allen, which is the high malt, and then we have the high cotton, which is the high rye. So there will be 2 barrels of each. So depending on which barrel you guys end up picking, like it'll be, Battlefield bourbon as William Allen or whatever. So, or Battlefield bourbon, high cotton as Battlefield bourbon. So, I mean, God forbid you guys end up picking out 2 barrels and then we have one of each, because I think you had a backup with a different name. So we got lots of stuff going on. Matt and
We
I
could
get in
definitely
trouble
do
when we text.
2 if you want to do 2. We can definitely do 2. How many are these older barrels? Like how many? What are they usually filling? 150.
So right now, you got to think like the distillery's coming up on 10 years in December, and they did not make bourbon the first 2 years. They were moonshine only on a 250-gallon open flame still, and it was a typical like moonshine thumper condenser. So the very first barrel of bourbon that they ever produced just turned 8 years old this week on September 17th, and it was actually produced on that 250-gallon still, which is just, I mean, it's crazy. I had to run it through twice.
Yeah.
So most of the stuff now is coming up on like 5.5 and 6 years old. So I think we're pushing because we don't have glycol chillers. So we typically produce our bourbon between November, December, and January because the temperatures in South Carolina, that makes a huge difference as far as being able to control like our fermentation temperatures and everything. So we have a lot of stuff going on with that. So most of that stuff, like once we hit November, is coming up on 6 years for the most part. But it's again, let's not get caught up in the age statements, right?
No, I don't
No,
understand the age.
100%. Yeah. So you guys aren't worried about the flocking or anything like that?
No.
Say it again.
Well, I don't know if they are.
Yeah. So I said you guys aren't worried about the flocking that's in the bottles if it actually occurs.
So I'm not the distiller and I don't work in production, so I could not speak to that. And I'm not somebody that just makes up bullshit randomly. So I will not even like try to go there. I know what flocking is, but I'm a brand ambassador and a salesperson for the distillery, and I'm not the master distiller or the owner. So I'm not even going to try to dive into that, especially once Matt has made me take bottle chugs and everything else tonight. But I do know what flocking is. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. The cool thing about us is that our owners are engineers. We have one that's an environmental engineer and one that's a chemical engineer. And I think there's some cool stuff. There's a lot of engineers that are opening distilleries, doing some neat stuff. The guy that taught them to distill, his family's been distilling for over 125 years, which Matt can appreciate because his family was running the shine in the North Carolina mountains, basically. So there's a lot of different stuff that's going on out there, but they've changed from the 250-gallon moonshine still. We have an 800-gallon still now. So we have an 800-gallon cooker, 800-gallon fermenters, 800-gallon hybrid pot column still. So there's a lot of changes that have been made since the initial stuff that was run.
I don't know that flocking even applies because these are going to be barrel proof picks, right?
They are going to be barrel
flocking.
proof.
Flocking does still apply to barrel proof picks.
I think they just dump it straight through just like a regular filter. So I think it would still be. I think it'd still be. There's going to be some shit in it.
Yeah, it's still going to occur. Flocking can still occur into it. It's just very rare in barrel proof.
Yeah,
because I've actually had that in some of our stuff up here.
Oh, really? I wouldn't think that they would do it in barrel. But I mean, I'm not. I'm just a podcast guy. I don't work at a distillery.
Right.
But I know flocking is very big when you water it down.
Yeah, I'm not in production. So, where is up here?
Colorado.
Vail.
Yeah, Colorado's a different beast. So.
Yeah.
I imagine the colder temperatures that they see will cause that to happen.
I mean, it's the same thing in South Carolina, right? Like warmer temperatures. We're down in South Alabama, almost. I think we're an hour from Pensacola. So like that Panhandle, that's a different beast. Nevada, we talk about Frey Ranch. They wake up in the morning, it's 50 degrees. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's 100 degrees. Those temperature swings in one day, like that's impacting the liquid inside the barrel.
It does the same thing up here. We're considered a high desert, so summer months you can get to 110. At night you can get to 75. Winters you can get to -20, -30, or a high of 50. So
if you
it really
guys,
depends.
so if you're considered like desert climate though, like you don't have any humidity, is that what you're telling me?
Correct. We have very low humidity.
Yeah, we're the complete opposite here.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, I don't like where Matt and Gus, I visited them in August at all.
Yeah, you hear that, Ortiz? He doesn't like the South Carolina humidity.
Sweating
in
balls
August?
as soon as you walk out of the
Absolutely
house.
not. No.
It's hot. It's hot.
My balls just started sweating thinking about the humidity.
Yes. Yes.
Same. My balls started sweating too, so I get it.
How big are your balls? I've always wondered because I imagine they're pretty fucking big.
They're large. They're
That's
massive.
what I thought. I figured they were.
Whatever you thought, that's what they are.
Hey man,
All right, guys.
hey guys.
I
I
gotta
went to
go. I'm
off
going
here,
to
man.
fuck
I
that.
got an event to do in the morning, bro. But it's good
Yeah,
meeting you
man.
guys.
Thanks for coming in, brother.
I'll
Thanks
see you
for
guys there
tease.
soon.
We'll see you soon. 100%.
All right,
Later,
guys.
buddy. See
Bye.
ya.
Yep.
Great
Have a good
job,
night.
brother.
Gus, you were leaving too. I
Yep.
heard it.
I gotta get up early. I'm going to bed. Thank you
Yeah.
guys for hanging out, man. This was fun. We gotta do this more.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Gus, thank
Pretty
you.
cool.
You're the
Yep.
best.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Bye, buddy.
Later.
Too many buttons. There we go.
Yeah. there's a
So
lot
is
of
this the
fun.
format?
Where
You
are the
just
buttons?
invite
Where are the buttons?
a bunch of random people to talk shit?
Yeah, I think like now it's time for the adults to get.
Because I got your text. You
almost said the R
were
word.
like, join the stream and talk shit and drink bourbon. I was like, that sounds like a good time to me.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's see how. Let's see. Look, No, because it's still going to be. I don't know that anybody's going to watch it this far in because we ended it right at 2 hours.
2 hours and 11 minutes.
You're still live streaming on all platforms.
No, I know, but I can
sure
end
are.
Instagram. I'm actually going to end Instagram right now, so I just ended Instagram.
You got it on. You got Facebook and Instagram
Yeah, I'm going to turn
both
Facebook.
live.
I'm going to turn Facebook off. That way, there's nobody watching live.
Yeah,
No
sorry,
more
Mom.
faceplate.
If Facebook is gone, we'll keep YouTube going. All right, so we're just on YouTube, which means nobody's going to watch it. So we could potentially get pretty crazy right now. We could actually do. Let's see. No, I don't want to do that. I was just say we could see who.
You want me
first.
to go interview them?
See who
Want me to go
leaves
interview the
first?
Who gets
Marcos in the
offended
parking lot?
first? Yeah, who gets offended first and leaves? It won't be me. I can tell you that.
Hi. It will definitely be me.
I know how to make you leave. I can make you leave right now, but I'm choosing
Yep.
not to because I love you.
You leave
Bye.
Tiffany alone.
No, I love you. I'm not going to do anything. I'm fine.
I'll just see you in 2 weeks. So
I'm pretty excited. Is your pick today or tomorrow?
tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, because you showed up with
Yeah.
all these bottles, and I was wondering.
No, that was me running through Alabama trying to find Detling. So
Oh, what
Yeah.
time's your pick tomorrow?
10 a.m.
Hold on.
Oh, we got him back.
Got
Yep, 10 a.m.
No,
Sorry,
that's
it's the Marriott
racist.
Wi-Fi.
You have Wi-Fi in the trailer,
Yeah. Well, no, it's
In the
that's Marriott.
so I don't want you to
Oh,
say
okay.
what trailer you're in. I mean, unless you want to, I don't care. But
You
how
already- you already
expensive
said
is
it,
that
Airstream.
trailer? How expensive is that Airstream?
It is mobile retail, and it's a 2020 30-foot flying cloud, and the price for
It's a-
each one of them was $500,000.
Wow.
Not my company.
I know it's not. He works for. I don't want to say who it is, but he works for this company and travels around the world or the country, basically towing this fucking thing to events. And they stage them all over the country, right? Like you've got like several of them.
Events
They
from
got like
boat-
$5 million in trailers.
Yeah, we got a lot of bullshit going on.
So if you ever go to an event and you see an Airstream and they're selling stuff out of it, that's probably his company.
So any of that bullshit can be pushed towards my veteran nonprofit, so I can actually get veterans in a comfortable situation. That'd be great.
Oh, you can't sleep in this Airstream. It's a retail space.
I don't give a fuck. They're sleeping in it.
I mean, they could, yeah. You're into watches, right, Brian?
Yeah.
What's
I
your
got quite a
favorite
few.
watch?
Ooh. I just got a really nice Salduris.
Damn it, Stark. Are you not listening?
No, he died.
No,
I'm
he's coming
coming.
back. He said Salduris. What's your opinion
I'm
on
coming.
that?
I'm coming.
What's your opinion on a Salduris?
God damn, fucking. Listen, I've been in the watch industry since 2016. You can't go wrong. It's all about personal preference, what you can afford, what you like. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is at the end of the day.
But how about
Yeah,
a
this
Salduris?
is-
What do you think about that?
I mean, they're good watches. Everybody makes a good watch. Just like I said, personal preference.
Yeah. Yeah, the Airstream is dope. And they all kind of look pretty much the same.
They're all
still
the same. They
amazing.
just have, yeah. Marketing tactics.
Yep.
Very
Yeah.
expensive marketing tactics.
What did you buy, Colton? You bought something.
I've got an Omega, a Tudor, and Oris.
Oris. That's a good watch brand. Oris is a good brand.
Oris, Tudor. Yeah.
But my
You have
CD
any
don't
Or-
give a
if
shit
you ever
what
want
I'm
an Oris, I know a guy that can get you something cool.
Guy's a dickhead.
doing. He's kind of a dick. Definitely a dickhead.
He smokes weed in
Probably
public all the time.
Smokes
I
weed
will
in
say
public
that.
all the time. may or may not be. Oris.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the Oris Airstream that he's in.
Anything Swiss made is obviously the way to go.
You should come to Vail. You'd be fitting perfectly.
Do you
I'll
have
be
an
out,
event that
uh,
they should do for Vail?
I've
'Cause
done
he
the
would
Vail
come.
Wine Classic, the Vail Beer Classic, and then we've got an event in Steamboat in January. It's the in Steamboat, Colorado, is the Texas Country Music Festival for some fucking
It
reason.
sure is, and it's not worth going to.
Well, we pay a lot of money to go there, and it's fun. You just get drunk in the snow and watch a bunch of dipshits. So I'll be there.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's a blast to watch that, but the rest of it's
Yeah.
not.
Well, damn, you should go. You can meet Stark in person. Stark's a really good friend of mine. Like, you know how you have like the text things at the top
Yeah.
where you can pin people? He's one of my 3 pinned people. So I talk to this motherfucker a lot.
No.
You really are. That's how many people I don't talk to.
Yeah, I know. He never talks to me. I just send him shit.
I don't talk to fucking anybody, dude. I really don't. Like Stark and I maybe talk once a week, and he's pinned as the top comment that I talk to.
And I'm gone 21 days a month, and that's yeah.
He's a traveling son of a bitch. I think I'm going to come up tomorrow, man. I think I am, but I'm going to go to Cars and Coffee because I want to take the Mark III. So I'm going to take the Mark III to Cars and Coffee, and then try to be home by 10, and then I'm going to head up.
Cars and Coffee of the Upstate?
No, the Mount Pleasant one.
I gotcha.
Speaking of which, did you buy your grandpa's car?
I would never buy that, but if he gives it to me, I'll take it.
Well, I know you were talking about
The thing
it
is
at
killer.
one point.
It's pretty sick. It's 55
Yeah.
Chevrolet.
Yeah.
He put Buick interior in it, which is whatever. It's got 308 stroker, 4-speed transmission. It's a nice car. He's got a 72 C10 with original blue paint from the factory, lowered 8,000 miles on it with Corvette rallies. And I've wanted that truck since I can remember. And he just posted it for sale for 40 grand and sold it. So I guess I'm not getting that one.
Damn, that didn't take long, did it?
Dude,
Well,
sold
that's racist.
overnight.
That's unfortunate. That's ending up in my house. I mean, nowhere near Colorado.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it ends up in my house, but I don't know if he's gonna. That's the story of my life, man. People go back on their commitment. Like they say something and then it happened yesterday. This guy Nah, there's no way he'll listen this long, so I'll just go ahead and say it. He called me and was like, "Can you go let my dogs out?" Which I'm not the guy to ask that to. But I was like, I just kind of sat there and thought about it for a second, and he was like, "Listen, I called 6 people before I called you because I know you don't want to do it. But my dog's gonna be let out and fed." And I was like, "Listen, at last resort, I'll do it for you." He was like, "Go to the whiskey bar, anything in there, open it. I don't care. Go in there, pull it out, drink it." I said, "Okay." So I go over there and I let the dogs out, and I was like, "Dude, I want to open all this shit," because he's got a bunch of like Weller and Pappy and stuff. And I was like, "I don't want to open any of that." And he texted me back and said, "Anything that's open, feel free to have." It's like, okay. Thought you said I could open whatever I want. Whatever. Tiffany, if you're talking, you're on mute.
Matt, anytime you come over to the house, you can open up anything you want besides the 100-year-old bottle that's in the
I was
safe.
gonna say
besides
that's the
that
first
one
thing I'm
bottle.
going for.
Because you got to go into a safe,
results may vary.
to open that bottle.
When are you gonna open that? Just curious.
I told you I have to be married or have a kid.
What if I married you and we adopt a kid? I would do that to drink that bottle.
I bet. So would
That's
I.
progressive, and I
No.
appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be gay for a 100-year-old Dewars. Yeah, I'm fucking in.
There's only I talked to my cousin recently who's actually at the distillery right now, and they're about to leave. And it's gonna be the last Dewars that's leaving the facility. But there's 7 bottles left in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would never ask for a sample of it, but in the event that you open it and we're still friends.
Well, I guarantee you're gonna be invited to the wedding, or if there's a fucking birth, you'll get a sample.
Hell yeah. I'll come to a gender reveal party for a sample of it.
Yeah.
Are you going to have a gender party? There's like 40 colors now, I think.
Yeah, there's pink and blue. Yep, that's the perfect colors.
Yeah. If I ever told you about when Gus did his gender reveal party?
What was it? Yellow?
No, it was pink. It was a girl, but he didn't know. Neither of them knew. And so it was set up with his sister. So I was like, just buy the pink chalk. I was like, don't buy anything, just buy pink chalk and I'll handle the rest. So they went on some website that sells like gender reveal pink shit for tannerite.
Yeah.
And it's a flower base, which is flammable.
Oh no.
And I didn't know this because I told her to buy pink chalk. And so anyway, I set up like 4 canisters of tannerite into one like bucket, and I put the pink flower on top of it. and it set the woods on fire. We were luckily his sister is a CrossFit like god, and so I had her running buckets of water. I'm telling you, I have the whole thing on video. It would take me a minute to find it, so I'm not gonna look for it, but I can send it to you. We set the entire woods on fire. It was insane. It was a biggest explosion, fire, not like, you know, Afghanistan explosion, but like the biggest fire explosion I've ever seen. It was huge, massive. I mean, I'm telling you, it set the woods on fire. We had to run like 10, 15 buckets of water down there to put it out.
Yeah, no, we're going to be doing something like that, but I have a water tanker in reserve, so I can drive it out there and put it out.
Well, just tell them to buy chalk. Don't buy the wheat or the flour version.
No, I don't plan on that. That's
fucking crazy.
That's combustive.
It was such a big fire. No one saw what color it was. They were like, what color was that? Like in the video, you can hear them being like, what was that? And then somebody was like, I think it was pink. And I was like, it was pink. And they were like, oh yeah, girl. And then we realized the woods were on fire and it ended immediately. We were all trying to put it out. Nuts.
No, I just bought 40 acres on top of the mountain. I hunt, so.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just bought 50 in Kentucky, which I'm excited about.
You got an active stream running through it?
I do, but there's I can't run water up there, so I'm gonna do a 15. So the guy told me he'd do a 1,500 gallon cistern for $1,200 installed. So I'm gonna run cistern with rainwater, and then I got to do some crazy filtration shit so I can drink it. But the firehouse up like in town, it's a volunteer fire. There's no police or EMS there, but they have a fire department. The fire department will fill any size container for $1.50, any size. So I'm gonna buy like a 1,000 gallon trailer and take it up there and get it filled. And I went by there and checked, and they said yes, any size container, $1.50.
Damn.
So I'm gonna pay $1.50 for 1,000 gallon. My F350 turbo diesel, yeah, it'll pull it. Let's see what 1,000 gallons of water weighs.
That's what is it? 4.7 pounds per gallon.
Is it 4.7
on average? As Tiff's talking to the background,
so that's
multiple people.
Don't look at me. I have to take my shoes off to count to 20.
That's 8,000 pounds. Yeah, I can tow 8,000.
Yeah, no, you can put. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. It's just the sloshing back and forth.
So I've driven. So I used to work landscaping, and I drove a water truck one time. Scary. I don't know if anybody's ever done that before, but you know, when you stop, the water sloshes back and forth. So you're sitting at a stoplight, and the whole fucking vehicle is just until it finally comes to a stop. It's pretty interesting. But what is scary is those are country roads.
Yep.
I want to know what Tiffany's talking. She's like very active.
I know. That's what I was really.
Tiffany, unmute. What the fuck you talking about?
You guys are breaking up so bad that I was like, I keep hearing my name, but I have no idea what they're
It's
saying.
your Wi-Fi. It's your Wi-Fi. Everybody's clear on
Well,
mine.
I'm in the middle of nowhere, Alabama, and I'll,
Talking to bottle killer.
Yeah, I'm talking to the bottle killer right now. So,
So is he killing full bottles or he's killing
what
like
did you
half
guys?
empty
Did you
bottles?
ask me a question?
Neil Olson killing full bottles.
Killing full bottles.
Yeah,
You kill
so
multiple
my
full
guy
bottles a
went in-
night.
Like every day, man.
What's the
And
proof
I mean,
on
if
these
he's
full
not
bottles?
working, it's nothing for this guy to kill several full bottles. So
Have you had blood work
he's
done
a
to
beast.
check your
So like, he
liver
played
enzyme?
football in college.
His liver's dead, man.
Pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. He said it's pretty bad. So
Yeah, but have you done blood work? Like, what's your AST, ALT, your SGT? What's going on? What's your blood?
Dude,
count?
Matt is a wizard when it comes to
He
I'm
said
a
he's
wizard
not a
when it comes to
doctor, he's
liver.
not qualified to
Yeah.
speak. Yeah, he's not qualified to speak.
Yeah, but you can
You've
just
done
tell
a-
me
Ask me a question.
what your enzymes are. That's all.
You've done a full study on your body, man.
You want to see something cool? Hold
He
on.
said it's above his pay
Hold on,
grade.
hold on.
The
You're
VA
right.
says
one
I'm still
wants
good
to
to
see your
drink.
liver,
So
Matt.
I thought this was a no judgment zone. Is Matt going
No,
to pee?
just Matt. No, he's grabbing his liver.
No.
Same thing.
I mean, a week ago he took me with him to pee outside, so I didn't know.
Check this big motherfucker out.
Everybody froze. I don't know if it's me or them.
That's you.
Is that his cat? You know, this is why I can't stay with you and Andy, right?
Look
Like,
how
I'm
big this
allergic to
fucker
cats.
is.
that's a Maine Coon.
It is a Maine
That's
Coon.
like-
He weighs 30
Jeffrey.
pounds.
Yeah.
Fucking huge.
Jeffrey,
Tired.
that's the reason I couldn't stay at your house.
Huge.
Maine Coons are also like 50% retarded.
He's retarded as fuck. He's the dumbest. His name is Jeff Lebowski. I call him Big Dumb Jeff because he's dumb as fuck.
My wife's family has some Maine Coons, and they're stupid cats.
He's dumb as fuck. He's retarded. Yeah, I love him though. He's like a really cool. Like I love hanging out with him. He's a really cool guy. But I'm gonna turn off the YouTube